The dreams. pussy got the hairy front.
What? You gonna hop on my car? Bentley coupe riding with stars. What? I keep a Glock like a car. Ay, yo, she get the top in the draw. Yo, ay, diamonds they wait on my arm. Tats on my neck and my arm. Tats on my neck and my arm. Diamonds they wait on my arm. Tats on my neck and my arm. Diamonds they wait on my arm. Tats on my neck and my arm. Yo, wait, yo, tats on my neck and my arm. Tats on my neck and my arm. Oh, and this bitch going crazy. Yo, I with this shit like a baby. Yo, I fuck your bitch, you my baby. Yo, I treat your bitch like my lady. Shawty been back like the majors. Place with the dope like the 80s. I'm in the kitchen go crazy. I just want me a Mercedes. Pull up, we talking 380s. Pull up, I send a location. Pull up, I send a location. What? You gonna hop on my car? Bentley coupe riding with stars. What? I keep a Glock like a car. Hey, yo, she get the top in the draw. Ay, diamonds they wait on my arm. Tats on my neck and my arm. Tats on my neck and my arm. Diamonds they wait on my arm. Tats on my neck and my arm. Diamonds they wait on my arm. Tats on my neck and my arm. Tats on my neck and my arm. Tats on my neck and my arm. Yo, tats on my neck and my arm. Tats on my neck and my arm. Yo, hey, yo.
Fuck that, 8 doobies to the face. Fuck that, 12 bottles in the case, nigga. Fuck that, 2 pills and a half weight, nigga. Fuck that. Got a high tolerance when your age don't exist. Man, I swear my nigga tripping off that shit again. Pick 'em up, then I sit 'em in cold water. Then I order someone to bring 'em Vicodin. Hope they take the pain away from the feeling that he feel today. You know when you're part of Section 8 and you feel like no one can relate. Cause you are a loner, marijuana. And office make you stronger. I'm in the house party, tripping off my generation, sipping cough syrup like it's water. Never no pancakes in the kitchen, man. Not one of our lives is caught up in the daily superstition that the world is about the end. Gives a fuck, we never do listen unless it comes with a 808, a melody and some house, PlayStation and some drink. Technology bought my soul. Looking around and all I see is a big crowd that's product of me, and they probably relatives relevant for a rebel stream. Yep, her president is black, she black. Purple label on her back, but that dab is like blue. She take it straight to the head, then she look at me. She got ADHD. 8 doobies to the face. Fuck that, 12 bottles in the case, nigga. Fuck that, 2 pills and a half weight, nigga. Fuck that. Got a high tolerance when your age don't exist. Like whoa.
Don't gotta limit, just give me some more with it. Don't gotta limit, just give me some more with it. They always tell me ADHD did it.
And then she started feeling the stuff like no one knows.
I said it must be, cause a nigga got dough. Extraordinary swag in the mouth full of gold. Hoes at my shows, they be stripping off their clothes. And the college girls write a nigga name on their toe. Niggas talk shit till they get locked jaw. Chrome to your dome till you get Glock jaw. Party like a cowboy or a rock star. Everybody play the tough guy till shit pop off.
Let's take it to the basis, you and them Mr. Greatness. My Martin was amazing, rock Margellas with no laces. Crystal
I go by the cases. Wait, hold up, that was racist. I would prefer the aces. Ain't no different when you taste it. A 40 ounce to chase it, that's just an understatement. I'm early to the party, but my Rari is the latest. Somehow it seems girls in they late teens remind me of favorite jeans, cause they naked, cause you famous. Life's a motherfucker, ain't it? These other rappers ain't it. So tell me what your name is, I'ma tell it till my stainless. You aim it for you bang it, but that bang it leave you brainless. It's just me, myself, and I, and motherfuckers that I came with. It's lameness, niggas wanna hate on me until I tell them to they face they ain't no G. Low key, niggas mad cause I'm smooth puffin' zigzag. Tell them quit the riff rap bitchin' with your bitch ass.
I said it must be cause the nigga got dough. Extraordinary swag in the mouth full of gold. Hoes at my shows, they be stripping off their clothes. And the college girls write a nigga name on it toes. Niggas talk shit till they get locked jaw. Chrome to your dome till you get locked jaw. Party like a cowboy or a rock star. Everybody play the tough guy till shit pop off.
Yes, I'm the shit. Tell me, do a stink. It feel good waking up some money in the bank. 3 model bitches, cocaine on the sink, and I'm so bodied. I might roll up in the tank, cause my chain came from Cuba. Got a lock up on the link, and the red bottom loafers just to compliment the mink. I shank, rolling up that dank, blowing on that stank. What you mean? Tell me what you drink. I'm on that kiss and pink. You could call me Billy Gates, got a crib in every state. Man on the moon, got a condo out of space. Open up your legs, tell me how it tastes. And them niggas talking shit, so tell it to my face. Tell that bitch, hop up on my dick, rolled up on it quick in the 6, told her.
Yo, what happened to it?
I'm the shit, niggas mad cause I'm smooth puffin' zigzag. Tell them quit the riff rap bitchin' with your bitch ass.
I said it must be cause the nigga got dough. Extraordinary swag in the mouth full of gold. Hoes at my shows, they be stripping off their clothes. And the college girls write a nigga name on their toes. Cause niggas talk shit till they get locked jaw. Chrome to your dome till you get locked jaw. Party like a cowboy or a rock star. Everybody play the tough guy till shit pop off.
Young money, yeah. I know way too many people here right now that I didn't know last year. Who the fuck are y'all? I swear it feels like the last few nights. We've been everywhere and back, but I just can't remember it all. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh yeah, that's right, I'm doing me. I'm doing me. I'm living life right now, man. And this what I'ma do till it's over. Till it's over. But it's far from my... It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me. So I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me. And I ain't even planning to call. I want this shit forever, mine, ever mine, ever mine.
I got a million ways to get it. Choose one.
Choose one.
Hey, bring it back, bring it back. Now double your money and make it stack. I'm on to the next one. On to the next. On to the next one. On to the next. On to the next one. On to the next. On to the next one. On to the next.
Hold up.
Somebody bring me back the money, please.
Hove on that new shit. Niggas like how come? Niggas want my old shit. Buy my old album. Niggas stuck on stupid. I gotta keep it moving. Niggas make the same shit. Me, I make the blueprint. Came in the range. Hopped out the Lexus. Every year since I've been on that next shit. Traded in a gold for the platinum Rolexes. Now a nigga wrist match the status of my records. Used to rock a throwback, ballin' on the corner. Now I rock a telesuit, looking like a owner. No, I'm not a Jonas, brother, I'm a grown-up. No, I'm not a virgin, I use my cojones. I move onward, the only direction. Can't be scared to fail, search of perfection. Gotta keep it fresh, girl, even when we sexin'. Or don't be mad at him when it's on to the next one.
Somebody bring me back the money, please.
fake nigga lie to a real nigga. That's just some shit that you don't do. I'ma stay right for my real niggas. That's just some shit that I'm gonna do. Fuck all the commas. Let's fuck out some commas, nigga. Let's fuck out some commas. Let's do this shit wrong. Yeah. Filch. Shit you just don't do. Fuck out some commas. Let's fuck out some commas, yeah. Let's fuck out some commas. Let's fuck out some commas, yeah. 100,000 to 100,000. 100,000 on 100,000. 300,000, 500,000. $1 million have money shout. Fuck out some commas. Let's fuck out some commas, yeah. Let's fuck out some commas. Let's fuck out some commas, yeah. 40,000 to 100,000. 100,000 on 100,000. 300,000, 500,000. $1 million have money.
I can see that bullshit from a mile away. See it. You can step my money about a mile away. Stack it. I got 3 white bitches like it's powder day. What? Mink coat with them rolls like a Sharpay. And all of my bitches says they call them Barbies. She looking back like I'm flexing, baby, no way. And lately I've been on that juice. Me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah. I got money on my brains, money in my pants. I got money, I got change. 20, 50, 100, 500 million, man. 800 double streaming, reading, cheap, man.
Just come outside for the night. Take your time. Get your life, got it down. I mean, I geek. The career's more at stake when you in your prime. Fuck that paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I'm sipping that kombucha, either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, that be babe. Well, alright, tryna fight in the night. Come alive, ain't it sneak? Ain't it?
I just made pop my shit, get it live, hold up. Yeah, you try to come around at this shit, they popping your tires, hold up. Shit, 100 round, feeling like I'm on team, playing both sides of the whole world. Shot out on fucking your friends. I've been going crazy, shot, I've been in the deep end. She not in the scene, she just tryna go. I just been icing my hoes. I just been dripping my hoes. This a whole nother level shot. I got these hoes on their toes. I put the bitch on the road. She tryna fuck on the old. I got this hoe with me. She tryna show me something. I got flows for days. Niggas ain't on.
Chad, where's my camera at? There it is. There it is. Chat, what's up, what's up, what's up? Oh, man. What's up, Chad? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, we're pretty early today, Chad. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like 7:23. It's actually pretty early. Pretty early, I'll say. I think the time changed for us, but then for some of you guys, the time didn't change. So you guys probably like, you guys were. I saw the chat earlier. You guys were like, "Yo, Don, where's Don today? He's kind of late." No, I'm actually pretty early today. You're the one late. No, yeah, it's 7:23 for me. So my time changed. My time went back an hour. 2 days ago, or yeah, a day and a half, a day ago, basically. And your time probably changed whenever I changed. I don't know where you're from, but right, chat? I'm not tripping, right? Why though? What do you mean why though? What do you mean why the time changed? Yo, daylight savings? What do you mean why? Wait. Serious, like dead ass? Nah, because daylight savings, right? So our time goes back an hour. I think every year in November. And then in March, right? I think it's March. Our time goes up an hour for daylight savings. Why? Yo, what do you mean why? Chad, no way we're rocking with this to set the money off, right? Hold on, let me just go ahead and play my other music. There's no way. This is what the money chat's gonna be like. All right, yo. All right, man. Chat, how you guys doing today, bro? It's mad early right now. It's 7:25. We have so much time for the analysis. So much time just talking. You know, limit our distractions out here. But yo, chat, for real though, I want to ask, how was yesterday's stream? Because if you're here for yesterday's stream, you were a real one. For sure, a real one. I think yesterday's stream was I've never done a stream like that. I've done like I wouldn't say webinars, but I've done like simulations, right? But that was totally different from a simulation. Like I've never done a stream where I didn't have to perform. Like I didn't have to trade. I just had to sit there and answer questions and explain my strategy. I've never done that before. I've always done like a simulation, one or a stream, like a live stream like I do now, right? Where I trade on stream, but I've never had a stream where I just got to chill like that. So honestly, I might gotta do it again, chat. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was kind of fun. It was kind of fun, and it's just straight up. Like it was just no distractions, you know. Just straight to the point. Did their thing and hop off. Hopefully the chat asked some good questions yesterday, because you know, if they ask a good question then and you can relate, then that's great, right? Because I would love to have everyone, you know, come on and ask questions, but it's just this is a lot of people, right? It might take a long time to get to everyone's question. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good. I'd definitely do more of them. I'm probably gonna do them like once a week, I'll say. I try to find a time every Sunday to do it. An hour a day, you know. I think an hour is perfect. Like we went on for like an hour and a half yesterday, an hour or almost 2 hours, but I think an hour is perfect. Yeah. You watched the whole thing at breakfast? Nice. Where was it? It was over here. Yeah, Q&A. Devious chain. And that looked kind of hard, chat. The devious chain. I was looking at it like, wow, you know what? That might be a thing one day. All right, yo. Where is my Zoom at? I started to start up. Hold on. And my Zoom link. Let me just send this real quick. I need this coffee to hit. Johnny Dan girls. All right, chat. Anyways, chat, welcome to a Monday morning. Hopefully you guys are doing good here. Let's see what we got going on today. So I think today it is a non-folder day, which is amazing. I am not tripping, you know. I love these non-folder days. You know, some people love folder days. I honestly don't like, not that I don't like them, but I prefer not to have them, honestly. Yeah, no forwards today, so just straight up price action for us. Tuesday, tomorrow, you have nothing as well, pretty chill. Wednesday, you have a little speech on Wednesday. That's about it. Yeah, so it looks like this week is pretty chill for the most part. Friday or Thursday, unemployment claims. That's the only folder you have, I'll say. And then Friday, consumer sentiment. Prelim, your own consumer sentiment. So it's honestly just Thursday and Friday, but even those two folders out there aren't that, like, they're not the most major folders I've seen, right? So yeah, we're chilling, chat, for the most part this week. It should be a pretty good week for us, you know. And I mean, not much I can say really. Let's get down to the analysis, see what we can pick up, see what we can grab, and then we'll play the waiting game and wait for positions. Have I taken positions today yet? No, I have not. I just got on stream, man. So it's 7:30 a.m. Eastern here. It's about to be NY open in about 30 minutes here, so we got some time to kill. But yeah, likely a trade. By the way things look today, I'm assuming trades are gonna be very, you know what, I don't know, I gotta do my analysis first, but I'm assuming it's gonna be around 9 a.m. to be honest. But yeah, let's see. So let me just finish this coffee because it's not hidden yet, chat. I might need another cup. My guy Green? What happened to Green? He's on the stream, right? Yeah, no, free Green for real. Kidding. Is your pistol still active? Yeah, it should be active. If you having issues after paying or whatever, hit up the info.PinterFX email or hit up Circle on Discord. He should fix it for you on the spot. There he is. There is Green, the boy. Yeah, Green's always here, man. All right, yo, chat. So let me go ahead and lock this in. So we have a couple things today. I don't know if this would be a long analysis, but a couple things today. So obviously looking at the monthly, right? Looks like again, I broke this down was it Monday? No, Wednesday. On Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I said the same thing, but basically off rip, right? You're going to notice here that the monthly closed bullish, respecting resistance. So what does that mean? Well, it means that if this is the resistance that you're respecting on price, right? You're basically closing out resistance, and this is the range you're in from there basically to over here, right? This is the current range that you're in. So 1985 to 1805. That's one massive range on the monthly time frame. Now, just because we're in the range doesn't mean there's no volume. Obviously, this is a massive range, so it won't really affect your 10 pip trade. You know what I mean? Like, you can be in this range for months and weeks. I would not mind. We'll still be able to grab our positions otherwise, right? But within this range here, it gets interesting because like looking left, you never close above this range before, right? So a closure above obviously would indicate that we would have more buying power. I mean, in terms of like bullish momentum to drive up because we're closing above the range, right? But since price is closing respecting the range, keep in mind, still a bullish close, right? So I would assume that even if you were to drive up or even if you were to drive down, there's one thing that likely will happen, and that one thing is it's going to break the highs and likely tap into 2040s. Just because, again, if price were to drive down, it would need liquidity. It's very rare for price to just flip bearish and drive down like this off of one candle. I'm talking in terms of if it were to drive down, okay? So some of you guys do not get triggered when I say price is bearish, because I'm not saying price is bearish. I'm just saying if price were in some situation here to drive down, right? Because you gotta think of it as in terms of scenarios, right? You can't just come into the markets every day with one bias. You have to have, it's okay to have one bias, right? But you have to have a plan for buys, a plan for sells. You have to have multiple setups for each bias, right? So if the bias is bullish, great, look for bias up, right? But if in terms of like, if price were to ever reject the monthly resistance, it's got to create a top wick first, right? And if it creates the top wick, what's that gonna be called? That's gonna be called your liquidity grab, right? So if you were to grab liquidity here on price, I would assume, looking left, it's gonna be within these areas here to the left, chat. Like I'll say in this box here would be pretty like 2040, like 2030 to 2040s. That's kind of what I was looking at on the monthly. Just because like it kind of taps you into, if you guys take a look at this, right? It kind of taps you into like this wick here, this wick up here, this wick down here, this, right? This, and then like this, right? So like I'll say the average of like all those rejection points would be, if you to like kind of connect the dots here, I'll say it'll be like around here. This would be a solid area for in terms of rejections. It's like the middle of the range basically. So 2030s, 2040s in that box there, right? So if we understand that, like if price were to drive up, it's gonna tap 2040 obviously, or if price were to reject, it's gonna tap 2040, right? Because price needs liquidity on a daily drive down, then can we get buys up towards 2040 then, right? Like that's the idea now for the month of November, right? With the way we close bullish at resistance, like we close at resistance, cool, but we close respecting. So at any given point you could drive up, but then after driving up you could reject because you're still respecting, and therefore you may see a candle like this for the month of November, right? So we're just pointing out all the possibilities here. Really, that's kind of what we're all doing, but planning out the possibilities sometimes could lead to one thing, right? So planning out the possibilities for buys, obviously you're gonna tap 2040 if you were to buy it to push up this month, right? And if you were to push bearish, you gotta come up and tap 24 anyways, right? So sometimes looking at both biases, it kind of gives you the same result in a sense, right? So 2040, 2030s is an area I'm looking for in terms of the monthly target before price does anything else. I'll call 2040 a decision level, because 2040 price will make a decision. It will make a decision to either continue to drive, or it will make a decision to either reject, right? But 2040 is the area that I'm looking for the month of November to tap into. So if that's the case, I'm looking for buys going up towards there. The weekly, coming down to weekly now, because that was the monthly, right? That was just a monthly overall outlook. It has nothing to do with today's trades or whatever. It's just the overall picture, right? But the weekly is interesting because it's in a similar boat too. If you guys take a look here closely, there's some type of support being formed right around here at these areas here, right? 1970, and then obviously there's a resistance form here as well at 2020. So if we were expecting 2040 to get tapped, 2030 to 2040 to get tapped on the monthly time frame, right? And the weekly looks like this now. What does this mean, Don? Well, look, you have one bullish closure. This candle was the first candle to close back into the range, right? So looking left, or before I do that, actually, let me break down the next candle. Next candle, look what it did. Continue to push up, close bullish, barely a top wick, cool, still in the range, still bullish, that's great. The next candle, last week's candle, what did it do? Close bearish at resistance, but not exactly at resistance. Sorta, I'll say more so in the middle of the range here, just because you haven't tapped into these areas yet, right? So you kind of close bullish in the middle of the range here, and then you're followed now by closing bearish, also closing respecting the support. So you never close below the range. You're still within the range. You're in the middle of the range basically. So what can happen this week, right? You can kind of picture it already. Even if price were to drive down, right, in a situation where prices was to drive down, you will likely see a top wick being formed on price at this high. Very high chance. One, the weekly has no top. The previous weekly has no top wick. Two, you're in the middle of the range. If you look left, last time the price came down, what did it do first? Right? Because right now we're in this situation here. We had a pink candle closure in this range, which was this, right? And then you had a candle that kind of closed within the range, but didn't really tap resistance like this, right? Which is this candle. So before you drove down the past, like before you drove down, broke below 1970 in the past, like you're looking at this pole, right? What happened prior to that pole? You came up and you fill the top of the range first, right? So yeah, there's a possibility that what I assume will happen for the weekly is you one come up, create a high, right, for the weekly candle high, and since you're still within the range here, anything can happen, right? You could yes, obviously could close bullish above the range to continue driving for next week, or what can happen, which is likely, is you get a rejection at the resistance. But at least you understand that you could come up towards those areas, and then this could happen for the weekly, for all I know, right? But it could be anywhere from 2020 to 2030, which matches perfectly with the monthly time frame, because the monthly, again, 2040 was that area, the 2030 2040 was the area we're looking for, right? So if the weekly shows a very similar concept, right, with the way we close, I would assume that you'll be able to drive up this week minimum towards 2020, and then after 2020, that's your decision zone to determine whether price is going to drive up or continue to reject down, right? But that 2020 area is likely going to be tapped into, and that is called your decision zone at 2020. So that's kind of what I got for the weekly. So again, if we understand that that is our decision zone, then we can probably look for bias going up toward that area on price, right? That's kind of what I'll be looking for this week. So yes, pretty bullish right now. Dropping down to the daily. Again, the daily time frame, you have 9 hours and 18 minutes left. If you guys look at the daily, you're gonna notice that the daily closed bullish, right? So I'm not sure if you guys see this, but you can kind of see there's like some type of resistance or support being formed there on price, right around here, right? Or let me go ahead and just do this. There's some type of support being formed there on price, and then there's also some type of resistance up here on price as well, right? So the daily looks very similar to the weekly, in a sense where, again, it's kind of just in the middle of the range. Like you kind of broke above the range here, right? And all of a sudden you create a minor resistance here, which was in the middle of nowhere. I guess you can say maybe it was right here, respecting that these minor levels here, but still in the middle of the range still. And then now you close, you came back down, you retested the lows, you closed bearish at support. So you've been respecting 1980 for a long time now, and then the last 2 days closed bullish, respecting support as well. So that's great. So today's candle, I would assume that, yeah, we should be able to drive up because of the way we closed, right? We closed strongly bullish on Friday, so today's candle likely will likely drive up. But one thing that I would prefer is if you get a bottom wick. So if you can come down, grab a bottom wick on price, you know, since price is still respecting support, it can be anywhere, right? For all I know, like again, don't quote me on this. I'm not saying this is gonna happen, but I'm saying like this is a possibility, right? Like you could come down towards 1970 at any given point today and then still close bullish. But that concept is the fact that you close respecting support, and you have you're just coming down to create a bottom wick. You're grabbing liquidity. That's all that really is, right? So if you're in the middle of the range here and price hasn't tapped into 2020 yet, I would assume that price likely will make its way up there. But before making its way up there, it needs to grab liquidity, right? So if you were to grab liquidity, and this is the first day of the week, again, it could be today. You could grab liquidity today to drive up on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, for all I know, right? And this could happen. So again, we're just like kind of like trying to figure out the direction of price on a higher time frame, and then as it drops to a smaller time frame, we will look for our entries going up towards the higher time frames, right? So right now we're just breaking down the weekly, monthly, and daily, and you guys can kind of see that it's all starting to line up a little bit. You know, the monthly showed that we had range going up towards 2040, 2030. The weekly showed us that you close, how did the week look? Oh yeah, you close bearish, respecting support, and you need a top wick, and that top wick area happens to be at 2020, 2030 areas. Daily time frame, same thing. We're in a range from 1980 to 2020. 2020 again, key level, right? So if we are going to tap into 2020, you need liquidity first to tap into 2020. So the hard part about the first days of the weekly is trying to figure out if this is just a weekly bottom wick or will the weekly continue to close bearish, right? Because we don't know yet. We don't know until the end of the week. We don't know until Friday's market close, but we could anticipate buys or sells, whatever case may be, off of the small time frame. So the daily today again shows that we are breaking the lows. That's cool. Any given point it could reject. Looking left, in terms of rejections, there's been a couple of levels. There's a level on price, I'll say like over here, levels on price like, or sorry, no, levels on price over here, levels on price down here, levels on price over here, levels on price like over here, right? Like levels on price over here. So there's a lot of rejection areas. So, but if I were to like kind of average it out, I'll say, if I were to average it out, I'll say your average area of bottom wicks would have to be, let's put green here. Let's go, I'll say around here. I'll say around there should be pretty good. It's only this level that doesn't tap into, right? But 1v4, right? So I'll say like 1970. I would prefer 1970. So a couple things you can do. If you're assuming that you're going to drive up, and this may get confusing here, but listen, if you're assuming now that you should get a drive up towards 2020, right, after a bottom wick, and that bottom wick now leads you to tapping into 1970, could you be in a position today to grab the sells before you grab the buys? Of course, you do anything you want to do, right? That's totally fine as well. So if we understand that that could happen, then we could look for potential sells before looking for buys. Keep in mind, we're still bullish, right? So this gets a little complicated for a lot of traders, especially those who are new, that just, you know, stick to one bias, and you know, you kind of new to concepts. But if you understand that that could possibly happen, then could we get sells for the buys, right? Coming down towards 1970. So I guess we'll find out here in about a second what we're going to do. Again, no news at 8:30, so that's perfect. So let's see, let's go down, let's see what the rest does here. Drop it down to the 4 account is pretty bullish. You have about an hour and a half left, an hour and 13 minutes left. You do have the prior account did close bullish at support, so that's great. I would assume that, let's see, so a little tougher to read here, but I'm trying to see this level being respected right around here. I'm not too sure if there is. I don't think that that's really a level, to be honest. I understand that this is a level, so this is your strong resistance, right? That's cool. Yeah, your next support's like down here somewhere. So this is the range you're in, I'll say. Like this is the current range that you're in on the 4 hour time frame, right? Basically, this is your resistance going across on price. This is your support going across, right? This is one massive range. So let me go and highlight this in pink, just so you guys can kind of see and visualize it. But you know, price kind of at one given point broke out the range. I think this was Asian session last night, if I'm not wrong. Nope, that was Friday. But then yeah, you came down and you filled the range here. So if this is the range you're in, what do we say, chat? 1970 for the daily, right? Where's 1970? 1970 would be somewhere in this range here, right? And you have a minor support at 1977. So if your next minor support shows you that it's at 1977, could you just take sells down towards 1977? High chance you could, right? Because that's just the bottom of the range. And right now, obviously, we closed bullish. I would expect price to create a bottom wick before making its way up. So if price were to come up like this, I would assume you see something like this first, right, as a bottom wick, and then you see that move coming up, right? And then from there on out, yes, that could be the weekly bottom wick. That could be the bottom kind of daily drive up towards the 2020 levels, right? But you need to come down and create a bottom wick first. So could we just grab sells coming down towards 77, right? Our overall target for sells, if we were to take sells, is 1970, but there's minor levels on the way down. So we want to take account for those minor levels. In this case, 1977. That's your next stop. That's your next destination. If that's an area that where price tapped into plenty of times previously, then it's a level that price likely will tap into now again if you were to drive up. So I will be looking for sells down towards 1977 here. So let's drop down to the small time frame and see how we can grab those sells there. 1 hour close in about an hour here, so that's great. Or no, in about 11 minutes here. So we'll see how strongly bear will close. Obviously, I don't think we're getting trades till 8 a.m. anyways. Yeah, everything else is pretty bearish here. So when it comes down to these time frames, like the 1:30, 15, the 5, it just comes down to whichever time frame looks the cleanest here. So it comes down to what I want to play as well, right? There's some days where I want to play the 5, some days where I want to play the 15. It just depends on how price looks really. I'll say today we can probably play the 5-minute ranges or the 15, to be honest. Yeah, I'll say the 15 or 5 could be pretty decent here. You have no news, so there's nothing at 8:30 here as well. That's great. All right, so cool. Let's go ahead and mark up our ranges here and see what we got going on here. Key levels, what was it again, chat? 77 and 70. All right, so let's go ahead and mark that support up, which happens to be down here. I think, yeah, right there would be great. Let me just see something real quick. Great. If this is the range we're in, yeah, that's the range we're in right now. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's great. So this is one massive range. Again, these levels aren't that important as of right now, at least. They're just marking up your support resistance, like the current range you're in. Not as important, but it's key to just mark up and understand what range you're in right now, right? So I'll say the range we're in right now is from 1991 to 1977. That's the range we are currently in right now. So I would assume if you guys look left here, you're going to see that all the times where price was able to drive down to fill the range here, right? So I'm looking at just this alone. I can tell you off rip that each time that price made its way down towards 1977, right? So if this is the range you're in, you're looking left and you're scanning the candles that drove down from 91 straight to 77. So if I'm looking for price to replicate that move, I'm looking left. I'm looking at maybe this push to the left here, right? I'm looking at maybe this push now over here. I'm looking at maybe this push here, right? So I'm looking at those 3 pushes, because in the past that those are pushes that was able to come from 1991 down to 77. So I'm noticing that when he came down from 91, right, because it was I think it's very rare looking left here, where price count wasn't just in the middle of the range and it made its way down towards 77. I'm pretty sure each and every time it was able to tap into 91 first. So if that's what I see here, could you now get wick entries at 91 down towards 71 or 77, right? Because looking left, all the times that you drove down, you were able to create a top wick within these ranges here, right? So can you tap into 91 today to grab sells from there? Probably. I don't know, right? Because the daily, again, the 4-hour candle shows us, or the daily shows us, that if you were to create a bottom wick, it will likely be in that 70 range, right? So if we're looking for sells coming down, we just gotta figure out what's the liquidity grab to drop down, because that's a pretty steep drop. Down towards 1970 is a pretty steep drop. It's not a small range. That's like over 150 pips, right? So you do need liquidity for sure to drive down. So I'm trying to see, could that be a 91? Could we possibly get a candle looking like this during the 8 to 9 a.m. candle to drive down? If you get a candle like this, great. My wick entry areas will be within this range here at 91, 90-ish levels, all right, chat? To drive down towards 77. So yeah, I'll say, let me go ahead and just put this up real quick because I don't want to forget. What level is this? Yeah, I'll say between like 91.482 or something like that. Should be pretty good there. Potential sells here. Cool. All right. Obviously, any given point, price could just dip down here, right? Doesn't necessarily have to create a top wick, but I would assume you'll get a top wick before making that move down to fill the rest of the ranges, right? But yeah, that's kind of what I got going on here, chat. Looking for sells down towards 1970. And also, please don't forget about the thought process behind today's trade as well, because again, as a trader, you have to understand what part of the cycle we're in. So if you are looking for sells coming down towards 1970, reminder of why we're looking for sells down towards 1970. Remember that we're bullish, right? We're bullish on the daily, on the weekly, on the monthly. So coming down towards 1970, it will just be a bottom wick for price to drive up, right? So you don't want to get that. You don't want to confuse those things, because it might affect your trade or it might affect your mentality during that trade, right? So if you understand this is just a push down towards 1970 for a pullback for the weekly, you might want to be a bit more aggressive. Whereas if you're looking for buys from 1970 up towards 2020, it's a different story, right? But yeah, that's what I got going on to the chat. So just looking for sells coming down towards 77. Again, it could be a wick entry, or 2, it might not even be a wick entry. We might just get sells off a candle opening for all I know. But I'll wait for the 1 hour close first, minimum, and then after that, we'll figure out the rest later. All right, chat. So yeah, that's kind of what I got going on. We're gonna wait for that to form, and then it could take, you know, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I don't know, but that's what I'll wait for. Okay. Everyone good, chat? Again, please, again, some of you guys, you know, get triggered for some reason when I'm looking for sells, and my bias, like my bias is bullish too today, right? But in order to be bullish, you need a bottom wick. So, and if that bottom wick is decent enough to a point where it's over like 150 pips in this case, why not take advantage of the bottom wick as well, right? We might even end up getting the bias here for all I know, but the sells are next up, right? Because you gotta come down and create a bottom wick, right? But that's what you kind of gotta understand as a trader. For now, she's coming. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I'm looking for price to come down towards 1970, but the two possibilities for the pushes down towards 1970 is either just a one drive down like this, right, which I highly doubt it, or you get candle looking like this first, right? You might get a candle looking like this for the new candle, the ADM candle, right? But that might just be a top wick for us to flip bearish, right? So yeah, it might be going up towards 91 first before coming down to 77 for all I know, right? But if that were to happen, right, if that were to happen, we know how to take advantage of it, right? But there's no guarantee of this happening at all. We're just drawing out the potential plays that could happen. And if it forms, great, we'll be in there. If it doesn't form, then great, we chalk that idea up, right? But that's the beauty behind trading. You can kind of have multiple setups and multiple plays for potential move. And if they don't form, you can kind of just chalk it and move on to the next idea, right? I'm still losing trade last week. Which losing? We didn't lose a trade last week. We closed the drawdown position. We closed that one in 10 pips profit on stream. We haven't lost a trade on stream since August 29. We were close that day. I think we were like maybe 40 pips away, but I don't think we hit stops. Well, I know we didn't hit stops. Chat knows we didn't hit stops. Came close though. Your Discord has a lot of affiliate marketers. Yeah, bro. That is not in my control. They're just kind of bots that message everybody, right? But if they do message you, just feel free to hit up the scam channel and be like, yo, this guy's trying to scam me, or this guy's trying to sell me a bot, whatever, right? And then we'll kick them off the server. But yeah, people are just weird. I don't know. These love taking over our server, or taking over servers in general, and just botting stuff, you know. Weird vibes, weird vibes. Buyers sell, buyers sell, buyers sell, buyers sell. How long have you guys been trading for, man? What have you guys learned the last, you know, about 3 hours? Tier 2, Kieran, thanks for tier 2, bro. Appreciate you. Let's see what the average time here is. Nothing is wrong with being, you know, early too as well. Every day to somebody new. You know what I mean? You've been trading for 2 weeks, not gonna lie. Okay. Six months. Okay, yeah. So like, wow. There's been a lot of people that's been here for less than a year. Damn. Yeah. Sometimes by questions I can understand like how long you guys been here for, right? Just off rip, or I have an idea of how long you've been here for just by the questions people ask sometimes. Like there's a difference between an experience question and a new question, right? And new questions are okay too because it builds you up towards those experience questions, right? But it's kind of obvious, right? Yeah, some guys like 2-3 years still not profitable. That's okay too. I know people who've been trading for 10 like 9 years and they're still not profitable, and that's completely okay. It's not about how long you've been trading for. It's more so about what you've learned in those years, right? Because if you're not learning anything and you're not looking for ways to adapt and adjust the price each and every day, then it's useless, obviously, right? You won't learn anything. So you do need to adapt and adjust the price. Even if you're blowing accounts, as long as you're adapting and you're adjusting, you're improving, looking for ways to get better, you're journaling, whatever the case may be, you're on the right path to become a better trader. But if you're just, you know, trading your accounts and you blow your accounts and you take a 2-week break and then you wait for your next paycheck and then you fill that paycheck up with a new account, you're not learning anything between those 2 weeks you're waiting for that new account, right? So you always want to be on the ball each and every day, like focusing on the skill and not the funds. The funds will come with time, right? But if you focus on the funds, you're never going to learn the skill. So make sure you're onto the skill. The funds will come later on and you'll be rewarded for them in due time. But yeah, I know exactly how it feels. I know how tough it is too when you blow your account to just like come to a chart still, right? You guys are probably demotivated afterwards because like, oh, I'm not making any money today. What's the point of me coming to a charts for? I don't have an account to trade. Well, one, that's on you, right? Because you blew your account due to you over leveraging, wherever the case may be, right? But now, if you really want to improve and get better, you know, instead of taking that 2-week break because you have no funds to trade, why don't you go now and show up every day to the stream, show up every day to your training session, right? And then sample size, forward test, right? There's always ways to improve, because you will thank yourself once you load that new account up. What's the difference? Like, what will change if you were to blow your account and take 2 weeks off and then come to your charts a month or 2 weeks later and then have a new account to trade? Nothing will change from the time when you blew your account to that new account because you didn't work on your skills. So always improve your skill. The rest will come later on. You just change the balance. Exactly. Yes, sir. 2 years of trading, 6 months of DVS, 3 months profit in a row. Changed my whole vision to trading. Hey, man. I'm glad, brother. 6 months of DVS. Yeah, that's the typical story, though. You know, like, I'll say that's the typical story of a DVS trader. They'll be running through multiple mentors, you know, at first. And, like, they understand what trading is, right? They've been trading for quite some time, but they just can't seem to get that last pull of, like, they're at the break-even stage and they can't seem to break that break-even stage. And then they figure out DVS. They find out about our streams, right? And they're like, wow, this is the guy that's gonna take me from that break-even stage to the profitable stage, right? Because I'll say the way we trade, or the trades that we teach every day on stream, I wouldn't say it's very beginner. It'll be more of a bit more on the advanced side. That's because everyone here seems to have that experience already, and then they come to the streams just to kind of get over that break-even stage, which is the hardest stage in trading, right? So, like, that's the audience that we kind of bring in, from what I've noticed over the years. I don't really notice a lot of like new traders, like completely new, to a point where they're asking like, how do you draw this point of resistance, right? They're more so of asking, okay, Don, if this is your null top wick area, what's gonna happen when price comes up, creates a top wick, and then flips bearish? Like, it's very more in depth, right? So yeah, bro, it's just if you've been ran through, it's okay. You know, I've been ran through as well through playing on mentors in the past, got PTSD and stuff, but without, you know, any of that, you wouldn't be here in the first place, right? So I always, like, you know, support everyone that I learned from, just because I wouldn't be where I am at all without them. Like, without that strategy, I wouldn't have gone to the next strategy that led me to this strategy. You know what I mean? So without the first mentor, I wouldn't have gone to the second mentor, that got me to the third mentor, because that all led me back here. And I still use everything that they taught me, and I still apply those things to what I do now today. It's just I apply those things now with the better understanding of why I did what I did back then, right? Compared to when back then and when I was new, I was just doing things because that mentor was just doing things, right? But now I took what they taught me, or what they introduced to me, and applied it to my own way, my own vision, and then made it my own, sort of, in a way. But yeah, bro, this is the breaking stage, the make or break stage, I'll say. A lot of traders quit, a lot of traders also break through, but it's tough, man. It's a very tough stage, because there'll be so many times where you think you got it, but you ain't got it yet. You know, you just end up blowing your account again. Like, you got it for 3 months straight, and then all of a sudden that one day happens. Everyone knows that one day where everything goes out the window, and it's just, you're just taking trades. You don't care what trade you're taking, you're just taking trades. You're just like, okay, well, forget the playbook now, forget risk manager, forget this, forget that. I'm just gonna go full margin on my trades, and then it blows out your last 3-4 months of work. Everyone knows that one day. We've all been there, bro, right? You think you got it for 3 months straight, you display, next thing you know, just that one day. I don't know what it is. It might be a news day, it might be a day where you see people post on Instagram their profits and you missed the move, and whatever the case may be, you start revenging it, right? But everyone knows that one day, and that one day sets you back so far, because the reason why you're not making it out as a trader is because of those days. So the better you become with controlling those days, right? The more often those days happen to you, the closer you will be to reaching that next point in your trading career. But you must go through those days at least once, right, to learn from them, because the next time that day happens, you have a better understanding of how to deal with those days, right? You'll be in a much better situation. You'll be way ahead of where you were, right? You have more skill, you have more discipline, you have more patience. So those days are normal. So, you know, they do happen. You know, be kind of grateful in a way. It's a blessing and a curse, or just it's a blessing in disguise. If you're looking at it from the right approach, right? If you're looking at it from like a blown account standpoint, and then you don't look for ways to improve, in a different story. You're never gonna get better, right? But this is what I mean, though. Like, you always have to be on the ball with improving your strategy. I flip 2K, 20K in a month. Yeah, I know. I see it all the time. Like, it happens all the time to every trader, even to me, right? At some point in my career, it did happen to me quite a bit of times, but it's normal. So every time when I hear someone say, oh, yeah, Don, this month I did so good, I flipped my account from 2K to 20K, like, I'll congratulate them, but in my head, not that I'm wishing bad on them, but it's more of like, I know what that comes with and know what's going to happen afterwards. 85% of the time, that trade ends up blowing their account. They go ghost mode. They don't, you know, they're inactive now on stream. Next thing you know, they come back a month later. Hey, Don, I just bought my new funded account. And it's like, what happened to your last account? That's what happened. You flipped your account within a day, right? But when traders are more of like, oh, Don, I flipped my account this year 20%. That's amazing. You know, you had that whole account for a whole year and you made 20%. That's way better than flipping your account from 100 to 1,000 within a couple of days. Way more skillful, way more, way better in general than just flipping your account. But yeah, I hear those stories all the time, and it's tough because Like, yeah, it's great, you know, but it's just like, no way I know, like, you know, 85% of the time that account will usually be gone afterwards. So, but again, everyone has to learn. Everyone has to learn. Everyone has to go through that experience to improve and get better, right? Are you able to talk to your real life friends about trading? I feel like when I try to explain my passion behind it, gets shut down. I'm 21. Any advice? So my advice would just be to not talk about it. There's no point. Like, there's no need to convince them to do what you like to do, right? If you want to be a trader, you want to be a trader. You don't got to convince your friends to be a trader. Sometimes, like, I have friends that started trading with me when I first started, and then they stopped, right? And I'm not going to go back and convince them now. But now they're like, wow, I wish I would have continued to trade still, right? But again, it was on them. It was on them to, it's their life at the end of the day, right? I got to worry about my own life. And sometimes it's just how friendships are, you know. Not all your friends are going to be in the same industry as you, doing the same thing as you. Sometimes they might be doing, you know, something else, and that's completely fine. You guys are still friends at the end of the day. You know, not your whole life isn't involved around trading or business. So you also want to balance that out as well, right? It's actually good your friends aren't trading, because you could go out with them and not have to worry about, hey man, what do you think about this 30-minute closure above the range? You know, I've been there. I've been to parties and where they're like, yeah, Don, what do you think about this 30-minute closure above the range? I'm like, yo, it's 7 p.m. on a Saturday, bro. Like, can I just relax a little bit? So yeah, bro, you want to kind of just balance your life out a little bit, right? Not everything's about trading and business. Sometimes you gotta just live life a little bit. But yeah, when people do ask me what I do, though, half the times I'm just saying, like, I work at a grocery store, and I have, like, you know, like, I got no ego or anything. I don't gotta prove anybody anything, right? It's like I work at a grocery store, you know. It just they won't ask anything after. They won't ask what grocery store. They won't ask what do you do at the grocery store. They know what the grocery store is, right? So that's why I say it. But you say Forex trading, it's over. They're about to be like, hey, what do you trade? How do you trade it? Oh, okay. What app do you use to trade? And then where did I start? Where did I learn from? How long did it get profitable? And it's just like, yeah, bro. If you find out about trading, you'll find out about it, right? If you don't, then it is what it is. Yeah, you gotta talk. We're gonna 1 hour time from here, but you have the comments open in 9 minutes. I want to see. It's a long shot. It's a very long shot here. But if you could get a top wick tapping 91, we'll be off rip. We'll be in sales off rip. But it's only if, right? There's no guarantee of that happening. But if that were to form, right, then perfect. We'll get in sales at 91, 90 levels to come down towards 1977. But for all I know, again, if this happens, don't blame me. It may happen. It might just drop down for all I know, right? But it's only if I get a top wick is when I'm able to probably enter a position. Why are my hacks showing on here? Let me delete my hacks. Where's the fucking milk? What I consider a swing from 27, 2040, that's not bad actually. Yeah. I mean, I'll say that's a swing. Yeah, that's a pretty decent swing. I'll say that's 1,000 pips almost. That's like 700. No, 500. Wait, hold on. 700. 100 pips. Not too bad. Why do you not trade breakups no more? You were doing also great with that. I was doing great with that, but my great back then isn't as great as it is now. You know what I mean? Like, you know, our great in 2021, 2020 is different from our great in 2023. Like, yeah, I could continue to trade like that, but why would I want to sit at a 77% win rate when I could push myself to a limit? I haven't even reached my limit yet. I don't know what my limit is, right? But It's only been 5 years, and each and every year we've improved the win rate. Last year our win rate was 76. This year it's 81, right? So it's definitely gone up for sure over the years. But why would I sell down for less? Like, yeah, I get why you might be asking that question. It's because of like maybe the way we trade now is a bit too advanced, a bit too complicated, a bit too difficult, right? And you want me to trade a more simpler way because it was easier to comprehend back then. But I'm not trying to make things simple or complicated on purpose. I'm just improving my own strategy and focusing on my strategy at the end of the day, right? And sometimes it might be more complicated for others to understand, but it's also why you kind of got to come here every day, right? And tune in each and every day so you won't miss a lot. You won't miss a lesson. You won't miss a topic that I cover, right? So like, yeah, I'm just looking for ways to improve. I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm not trying to make it complex, and you know, it's just kind of what it came down to, right? We just take quick entry sometimes. Like, could we go back to the old strategy and trade that way? Of course. And there'll be trades where we still take those trades. We still go back and take those breakouts, right? Like we took for instance on stream, we took a breakout, I think last week on Friday. We took a breakout. It's just that we didn't take it with we didn't take it with the buy stop. We took it with the lower wick entry, and that gave us a decent range, right? But if we were to take a position on a buy stop, we would have got clapped because price, I think, broke the highs, and we would have been activated around this range here, and then it would have just flipped bearish on us, right? So there's a reason why we improved our strategy, right? And Friday would have been a position that we would have got clapped on like last year or 2 years prior, but this year we're able to read it a little better. This 15 closed pretty nicely. Closed doji after a top wick here. I want to see what happens now because you're kind of printing some type of minor range there. So I want to see if this candle here could push down towards 83 levels here. We don't have any buys or sells just yet, chat. It's just we're waiting to see if we can get a top wick here. But if we end up closing below this range here, below like 1982, then we can probably look for sells down towards 1977. But I'll need some closures first for that to happen. From who did you learn everything that you know from? So I learned from a lot of mentors, bro. My first course was Steve Morrow, and then I learned from Q Banks. And then I learned from what's it called? Something on YouTube. WYSC Academy. Was it WYSC Academy? I don't know what it was. Something like that on YouTube. I've learned from multiple YouTube videos. Again, I don't remember all the channels, but learned from Torre, the crypto trader. Learned from Sean Lee. Yes, I learned from Sean Lee. Probably learned a couple things there in terms of support resistance. I learned from obviously Raja and the whole FOREX family. I learned from probably even Down Savage, to be honest, because that was around the time when I was still learning, 2019 area, right? Raul, honestly, didn't watch much of him back then, but I learned a couple things from him. It's all just tentacles at the end of the day, right? They all had very similar strats. Who else did I learn from? That's about it. Maybe, probably a lot more, but I'll say for the most part, those are the guys. So I learned from a lot of people. It wasn't just one person, because there's no one that trades like me, right? Exactly like me. No one out there. Everyone has a different way of viewing the charts, right? But if you could grab everything, a piece from everybody you learned from, and make it your own, right? You will have your own strategy. From the moment you take Q Banks, you cannot take me seriously. Yeah, then don't take me seriously. I'm being straight up. Like, Like, did I not learn how to draw support and resistance off of Q banks? Of course. I'm just being honest. Like, that's kind of where I learned things from. My analysis is 90% working, but I always close my positions 1-1 or 1-2, even that I know it's going more than that. First of all, how do you know that, right? And are you trading your positions now based off emotions rather than logic? Because you're saying these exact words. Listen to what you're saying, right? My analysis is working out. So hold on. My analysis is 90% working out. So it's working out. But I always close my positions at a 1-1 or 1-2. You see what the problem is? You're closing at a 1-1 or a 1-2. You're not closing because price shows you that there's a resistance. Price shows you there's a support. You're closing because it's a 1-1 or a 1-2. What does a 1-1, 1-2 have to do with that daily analysis of yours from a technical perspective? What does that have to do with the 4-hour close? What does that have to do with the daily clean traffic range? Nothing. So when you base it off of 1-1, 1-2s, of course you're always going to close there. But when you base things off of what the markets are printing in terms of technicals, that's a different story now. Because if you understand the market has range to come down towards these levels today, that's where you're going to close off instead of just having these round numbers in your head, right? So that approach is much more logical than closing because you're hitting a certain amount, which is a more emotional close, right? Because now you're saying shoulda, woulda, coulda, basically. And the last thing you want to do is say shoulda, woulda, coulda. You really want to break out that cycle. I covered that up yesterday on yesterday's stream. But yeah, I think that's the problem. You're closing more so on emotions rather than closing off of logic, right? Because there'll be trades, for me at least, that sometimes might be a 1-1, sometimes might be less, sometimes might be a little more, right? But I don't have the same risk to reward each and every trade. Each trade is different because each position is different. The ranges are different each and every trade. So that's the approach you kind of want to have. Oh, 16 pips. Yeah, that was yesterday's stream. Let me delete that. That was yesterday's stream. Or no, Friday's stream. Damn, Brewery, you keep telling me to delete the trades taking. Like, I can't just promote for a little bit. I can't just market for a little bit. For at least an hour on a stream, you know. Damn. Do you ever look at the DXY? No, I do not look at the DXY to decide my trades. My trades have nothing to do with the... Well, the DXY will print on a gold anyways. You'll see the direction of where the DXY is headed off of gold. It's $1 you're trading anyways, right? So you can't see it happening on gold. Well, I look at the DXY one day. I mean, I'm not close to any ideas, right? So maybe, but if it happens, it happens. I'm not gonna force myself to change the way I trade, right? Everything I do is natural, chat, in terms of strategy, right? When I'm looking for ways to sample size and improve it, it's all natural. I'm never just forcing ideas. So that's why for me, it takes a long time for me to get an idea, right? Sometimes I might be looking at an idea for 3 months and then I sample size it for 9 months just to not take the trades at all, right? Just to find out that it wasn't a high probable of a setup for me to take. Oh shit, look, this is a comics channel, right? So you probably seen a push up here, right? Check the last 4 minutes. This is the comics open. If you can come up and tap 1991, that'll be great, because then we can just take by ourselves at 91 down towards 82 and 77 here. But you sort of want to tap it first here, or you want to break the highs here first. How do you analyze day bias? Go back to the morning analysis. You will see the breakdown from start to finish. I need help with sample sizing. Okay, what about sample sizing that you need help with? What is your training style? The Donvo concepts. Devious. The only way you'll find the strategy here is obviously off of the streams, right? Or the exact strategy. There's things in the strategy you can find anywhere else though, like support and resistance you find anywhere else. I'm pretty sure you can find liquidity anywhere else as well, but each mentor explains it differently, right? Fruit concepts. Aren't you worried since price broke the previous day low, it turns bullish? Yeah, so my bias is bullish today. I am bullish this week towards 2020. But if you're gonna drive up towards 2020 for the weekly target, I would assume you'll get a bottom wick, which we found the average of on the daily earlier when we circled all the bottom wicks and we circled the average area where it could tap into. We found out it was looking to be more so of 1970. So that's why I'm looking for sells down towards 1970, because that range to drive down to grab the liquidity is pretty steep. So if we can grab the sells down before the buys up, that'll be amazing. So that's the idea behind the sells today. Like, I am bullish this week. I am expecting to tap into 2020s. It's just you need kind of liquidity first to drive down. And we land on 1,000 pip stop loss, kid. Yeah, I don't know why people always talk about my big stops for, like, at the end of the day, chat, I'm gonna trade the way I trade, you know, and I trade the way I trade for a reason. I've been through enough in my career and I've gotten to this point, right? So will stops ever change? Maybe one day, right? But I'm not trying to market my strategy. If I was trying to market my strategy, I will have a 10 pip stop each and every trade and a 100 TP each and every trade. But I'm not. I'm just trading the way I trade because that's what works best for me. So, like, it doesn't matter what anybody says about the strategy, right? At the end of the day, I'm gonna show up to the streams and take my trades accordingly because they're my trades, right? That's kind of how I see it. If I was trying to market the strategy, it's a different story. But there's nothing to market. It's just how I trade. Everything I say, right? Everything I do is has all been sample sized and tested out for myself. But maybe one day it will change, right? You know what I mean? But I don't know why people always come in here saying your stops are so big, as if like I'm gonna go ahead and just change my strategy. Like, I do what I do for a reason, right? It's been in the makings for years now, for years. And at one point I did have a small stop too. That's some stuff that people don't know probably about the strategy. A lot of the new audience probably don't know that. I back then in 2020, you watch the streams, I would have 10 pip stops, 20 pip stops all the time. But things have changed. We've improved. How do you set your emotions aside during a trade? Took trade Friday, seen the profit and got out, but my trade would have hit TP if I let it run. How do you lay emotions aside? Well, why did you close in the first place? Did you close because there's a minor resistance? Did you close because there's a minor support? Because sometimes what a lot of traders do is they might close because they see a strong resistance, they see that price is rejecting, and then it ends up driving. That's not your fault. You closed off with logic. You closed off because there shows you, the price showed you that there was a sign of rejection, and that's okay. If it runs, it runs. But do you know how many times it happens to me too, where I close my trade in 10 pips and let's say it runs for extra 150 pips? Some trades might run, some trades might not run, right? But I'm gonna show up and follow my plan each and every day in terms of managing risks. Like, I'm gonna close that at the exact same spot each and every day. And sometimes I might run, sometimes I might not run, right? But at least I'm sticking to a very logical plan. You lost last week. When did we lose last week? Tell me when we lost last week. I'll give you my entire account. Where did we lose last week? Tell me. I'll give you the entire 200K account. Just clip it. Is the bond we're gonna do in 1970 enough to drive towards 2020? I would say so, because it'll also be a weekly bottom wick as well, right? As you come down towards 70, it would just be a weekly bottom wick. And since like the weekly is kind of in this range here, right? As you come down, create a bottom wick and you flip, you should be good to drive up towards the top of the range. So yeah, I mean, if you do come down towards 970, we get an entry. I mean, yeah, shit, bro. We can probably look for a swing, maybe, potentially. The hard part is just surviving that area, right? Because price isn't just gonna like come down, tap 70, and then all of a sudden just you're gonna see one massive candle up. Like, you're gonna see structure being built, and the problem is with the structure being built, those wicks might stop you out, right? At break even, whatever the case may be. But if you can get through all of that, you can just trail, like, as the week goes on, you can just trail stops, like, to the new day low, or whatever low you're looking at on a 4 hour, on a 1 hour, whatever the case may be. But just trail your stops, right? And then trail towards the target at 2020. Yeah, you can definitely do that. But I'll let you guys know, obviously, if I do get any swings coming soon. Do you use big stops because of market manipulations? No, I use again, first of all, I don't try to use big stops. It's not on purpose. It's just based off of what the structure prints. So I'm basing it off of structure points. If price were to break and tap those stop loss levels, it's there for a reason. It's there because once price breaks those levels, it's invalid. You're likely going to see a drive in that direction, or whatever the case may be, right? But at that point, the trade becomes invalid. So I put it based off of invalid points rather than just above a kind of higher previous low. Didn't take a hit on Friday. No, we took a win on Friday. You talking about Thursday trade? That Thursday trade we closed off in 10 pips on stream. What day was that on chat? That was on the 1st and the 2nd, right? Yeah, it was over here. 16 hours. We closed out the trade in profit. I think it was around here. This is a stream, I think. Where is it? The stream got taken down, right? But I had it recorded just because it was a 24-hour stream. Yeah, I think we closed off. Somewhere around here. What a funny week. Yeah, we closed off. Where is it? Right there. Wait, it's not moving. I don't know why it's not moving, but yeah, we closed off our trades there. Ooh, we meant to have 91 here, chat. How did the 30 close? Okay, perfect. 30-minute close with no top wick as well, or no bottom, open up with no bottom wick as well. So if you can just drive up towards 91 here, tap it, we'll be in sells off rip. I think you have these decent advantage levels too, chat, because I think you have since you're selling at the resistance, right? Like even if price were to drive up, you'll probably see, like if price weren't to drive down, you wouldn't be in sells. Like even if you were to drive up, you'll see a closure probably, and you see some type of bottom wick probably, especially if you don't have one right now, right? Because if you get in, there's no bottom wick, you assume this would happen. So then you can probably look to get out by the time you tap into like 87 again or 89 again, right? And that's kind of your advantage point, even if price were to push up. That's the beauty behind wick entry sometimes, because you do have that advantage. Yeah, you have 23 minutes left for the 4-hour close. I'll prefer this push to the tap into 91 to be, you know, like now, because if it comes down to like 850, 845, it might be too late for us to take an entry. We might gotta wait for 9 a.m. But I don't think it came close to tapping 91 yet anyways, so we wouldn't have gone in here. We would still been waiting for the 91 to get tapped. Comments open? That's at 8:20. That was about 15 minutes ago. Stops for 2000. It's gonna be 2005 or 2004.8, but yeah, 2005 areas basically. Are you into 200K accounts in Millie? I have no goal for it. No, I don't know. Like I don't have any goals in target. We already did the 100K account to Millie, right? So like on stream. So this account is just gonna be, I don't know. I'm just gonna trade it and we'll see where it goes. I don't really have any targets or goals for where I want to push it towards. If it hits a Millie again, great, but we're switching to a PAM soon anyways, right? Yeah, I copy the trades over in the $1,000 account. So like $1,000 account, lots are set to 0.10. So every trade I take is a 0.10 lot. Right. So just if you're trying to copy the same $1,000 account, just take every trade of 0.10 lot. I did fuck up though beginning of the month. I did take, I think, 2 trades of 0.25s, but I changed it to a 0.10 on Friday. So for now on, it's just 0.10s on that account. But yeah, it's the same trades as this account. It's just copied over to that account, right? That's about it. Wow, that's nice bottom wick. Wow. The thing about this, if that's your liquidity, it might not be enough for us to drive down towards 77, but that might be enough for us to drive down towards 82. But I would prefer the bigger push, right, towards 77. So that's why I'm waiting for a top wick to tap into 91. I mean, if it doesn't tap it, but maybe the 9 a.m. candle will tap it for us, because we might end up closing doji here or just in the middle of the range. It doesn't really matter how we close, really. Unless we close outside of 91 or 82, I don't think it matters. For every $1,000 you use a 0.10 lot. No, I just use a fixed lot, so I just figured out 0.10 would be suitable for that account. I have a question. Why don't we use smaller ranges? We do. It's just right now there's still a lot of time in the day. There's still potential for the daily move that could happen. But oftentimes whenever we don't get that move that plays out by, like, let's say 10 or 9:30, whatever the case may be, I'll start to switch my game up. I'll go down to the small time frame and trade those ranges instead, right? But for the time being, there's still potential for that higher time frame push, which is the 4-hour push down towards 77, right? So that's why I'm on, like, more so on the 15:30 right now and not on just the 5. You're done. I know it's reckless, but I got no money to waste that I don't care about. I don't know, but I got money to waste I don't care about. I'm going 100 loss as my goal sells, but I'll take it at 1993. Let's see if it happens. Oh, damn, bro. Hope it goes well for you. All right, I mean, if you got no money to waste, shit. Honestly, if I were to choose between a casino or gambling in FX, I'll prefer gambling in FX. Just because at least you have edges, you know. At the casino, you don't really have an edge. I mean, yeah, bro, good luck. I mean, I don't condone it, but hey, man, if that's what you want to do, I'm not gonna stop you, you know. Hopefully all goes well. I should leverage, I think, 1 to 100. 1 to 100. An edge on craps? Okay, yeah, I don't play craps. I don't know. I've never played craps. I've only played blackjack and roulette. Trading Jacob, what's up? Is that Jacob? That's not Jacob, is it? Yeah, I'll try to fix my. I keep forgetting, man. But I'll try to fix my stream after the stream today. I'll try to see if I could fix the resolution and everything. I think I just have to kind of make my screen wider. I don't know. I'm not too good with this stuff. Turn monitor on and off. Nah, it's a resolution because my monitor is so wide now, right? So it's different from when I used to stream my 24-inch monitor, right? It's what is it? What's the resolution here? It is on. I'm streaming on. I used to stream on 1080p, but now I'm doing it on 2840 times 2160. So yeah, unfortunately. Typical Monday market, not much volatility. Have you heard of the? Have you heard of that before? Cause you're about to see the in a second here. The play. I think I did. You about to see the play in a second here. Lots of volume coming in. You just woke up Jerome Powell. Can you do the? I've been in the buy for like 8 hours, bro. Damn. Wait, what's your entry? If you have a small account, how did you grow it? Oh, I'm actually growing a small account right now. I'm copying my trades over to $1,000 account. So far, the $1,000 account is sitting at. We started that account 2 weeks ago. It's sitting at 1,187 bucks. So it's growing. It's growing. But I'll do the same thing I'm doing now. Small account, big account. It doesn't affect your trades, right? I am using social trades tools. I haven't used Traders Connect. I don't know. Is it better? I'm not sponsored by any of them, so I can use any of them. Yo, I need another coffee, chat. Anyone in chat want to send me a new coffee? I need 5 shots of espresso to wake up today. Look, this is the play, right? So we mentioned it's happening here. Jerome really woke up on this 5-minute candle. Let's see, can we tap into 91? I can probably see us close, honestly. I can probably see us close somewhere like this. And if we close like this, that'll be perfect. So I'm not too worried about. I honestly don't think it would matter really if it were to be an entry in the last minutes of the 4-hour candle, because you have the advantage point, which is the bottom wick area for the new 4-hour candle, and 2, even if you close strong bullish like this with no top wick, that's a good sign if anything, right? But if you close like this though, then that might be a little rough, right? Because then you have room to drive up still. But if you close like this, you know, just bullish like this, then high chance the next 4-hour candle likely do something like this, where you see that push coming down to mirror this pole here on price, right? So I wouldn't mind actually taking an entry. I take it back. I wouldn't mind taking an entry the last like 10-15 of the 4-hour candle here. But we just gotta tap first into 91, right? Thank you, Don. The fit work yet again. Yeah, it may pick a volume here at like 9, or like realistically, I think 9:30 will be your plays today. I said it earlier as well. Just by the way the markets were kind of printing, you'll see volume, like more volume at those times today. NYC open will definitely help as well. What do you recommend to do when time frames don't align? For example, the 4-hour shows me it's bullish, but the 1 hour 30 may be bearish, and the 5 bullish. Well, you want to look at the higher time frame scale. What does the daily, 4-hour, weekly show you, right? Like sometimes a time frame might show you something differently, but that's just because, let's say for instance the daily is bullish but the 1 hour is bearish. That might just be because the 1 hour is grabbing liquidity. So on the daily you might see a top wick or you might see a bottom wick. That's all that really is. But you have to understand the higher time frame always takes over, or majority of the time always takes over, right? So as long as you understand the picture you're in, you can grab whatever push in that picture. You can grab the sells or the buys in that picture. For instance, if you're looking for sells today off of the daily candle flipping bearish, right? For instance, like look, if you are looking for buys today, because the daily you're expecting the daily to flip bullish to drive up, right? As it's coming down and it's creating a bottom wick, you can look for sells coming down first, right, before getting the buys up. Because look, today I think the daily is bullish right now. You know, the 4 hours bullish as well. The one is, well, it may close bullish here, but everything shows that we're bullish right now. But the daily may need a steep bottom wick before dropping up. I'll say, here's what you do. You go back to the morning analysis, watch it, and then that should help you out a lot, because I did break down each time frame from the weekly down to the 5, so that'll probably help you. And watch more of them. Watch like the entire month of analysis, right? But every stream I do my analysis from start to finish, from the weekly down to the 5, and how I find my levels for that day. And then the bonus of those days is that sometimes we might even have trades with those days, so it's a win-win. You see the whole process go down. You see me mark up, wait for my ranges, take the trade, all live on stream. But yeah, I'll say if you do that, you know, go through a month's time of analysis, you should have a better idea of how to use different time frames. Had one of my best months last month, but definitely overtraded, and I'm a bit hard on myself and to call good month's luck. Yeah, you know why you call it good luck, bro? It's just because it's like it might have been like one of your first like consistent months, right? And it might feel surreal because this is what you worked for your whole trading career, and you're finally seeing good results. So yeah, you might not. It's called imposter syndrome, right? I have that too. It's just like you don't feel like you deserve it. You don't feel like it's what you deserve, but it's what you've been working at. You deserve to win. So don't be surprised when you win, right? Like a lot of traders feel like when they win, they're like, oh no, like this can't be happening. Let me blow my account and go back to reality real quick. But this is what you work for, right? You gotta get used to it. Gotta keep pushing. There will be more things you gotta learn. Yeah, I get it though. It's like it's hard to like what did they say, chat? Only 1% of traders make it out, or 2% of traders make it out, or 5. I don't know what the numbers are, but yeah, for sure, it's you don't have a lot of traders who do make it out. So when you do, you feel like why me? Why do I deserve it of all people? Like this is what you work for. You're supposed to be profitable. That's the goal. This is your first big month period after a period of drawdowns. Saw success majority of 23, except the certain months. Yeah, I think you texted me that. Yep. Yeah, man. Just keep pushing. You'll go through new hurdles each and every day. You know, I'm pretty sure once you get through this hurdle of feeling like it's not supposed to happen, you'll go through another hurdle. Right, but that's what trading is. You're always gonna go through new hurdles, so you gotta just adapt, like for the rest of your career. Once you solve one thing, it doesn't mean a new thing that you gotta solve, and it's just rotation. But that's the beauty of trading, you know. Yeah, general is push-ups though. Yo, chat. 5 minutes left for the 4-hour close. Let's see how we close. May close doji here. Anyone find it hard to come away from the markets after a W? I'm having decent days, percentage days, but then look for trades later on and get stung rather than let them come to me. I don't think the issue is that you're taking too many trades in a day. Like for me, I don't believe in over trading and over leveraging. I believe that it's good to set those rules because when you're new, you may not know the difference between quality trades versus quantity trades. So you're taking trades just to make money, whereas an experienced trader would take trades that follow under their playbook. So I feel like the problem with you is that like it's not like I think you may not be looking for trades in your playbook. You may just be looking for trades just to make money, and that's the problem, right? So it has nothing to do with over trading or over leveraging. It's more so to do with your technicals. You may not be disciplined enough to only take higher probable setups. You're taking just setups as they come just to make money, and that I think that might be the problem maybe. Because there's days where I can have like 0 trades and there's days where I can have like 25 30 trades, right? Even after W. So yeah, like I don't think it's a problem with over trading, over leveraging. Is more so a problem to do with not understanding your playbook enough, right? And that's something that you're gonna have to develop over time anyways, so that's completely fine. I maintain good psychology in demo account. There's no such thing as psychology in demo account. You go on a demo account, there's, you know for a fact, you blow that account, you're not gonna care. Even if you load up $100 in a live account, there'll be, or whatever amount you're comfortable losing, there'll be a huge difference off rip. So I always tell my people, you know, go straight to live. Try, like if you can, if you're in a position to do so, load up something you're comfortable losing. $50. $100, whatever it is, right? And then trade that account live. Understand that you might blow it, but at least try your best and try to figure out your strengths and weaknesses, right? Through that live account, learn your strategy through that live account. But when you, like, for instance, go on demo, you're not really learning much, right? Because there's no emotions attached to that trade or to those setups. Like even when it comes to like waiting for candles to close, like you're gonna wait for candles to close easily on demo because there's no rush. You understand that if you don't get this trade, you're like, it doesn't matter, you're not making money, real money anyways, right? But when you're on a live account, even waiting for account closure, like that's a skill you gotta develop, and you can only develop these things on a live account. You can't develop these things on a demo. The only things you can develop on a demo maybe is just the base strategy, and I'll say maybe just learning the MT5 tools and stuff. But still, like I'll prefer going straight to live, honestly, when you're new. At least for me, you know, like for me, I honestly couldn't trade a demo. It just there's nothing attached to it. And one, like you don't learn, like the most important skill you learn in trading is psychology, or is discipline, patience, and yeah, discipline and patience, right? And those two things you don't learn at all in trading or on a demo account. That's like 95% of your trading right there. Trading is 95% psychology, 5% technicals. I was gonna say technology, but yeah, bro. If you can, if you're in a position to do so, you know, not everyone has money to lose like that, but if you're in a position to do so, put in $100, put in $50, and trade live. You'll see a big difference between a live account. Like you can be a millionaire and have $50 in your account. You'll still have some type of emotions attached to that trade compared to if you were on a demo. But try to make the transition as quick as you can, right? Use them to learn buttons, yeah. I mean, you can. I'm pretty sure people out there who do trade demo and they do succeed on demo and it does translate to a live account, but to each their own, right? Everyone is sort of different. translating to real life. Yo, me too. One time I was at a barbershop and my barber takes long, right? So sometimes like he just, cause I've been with this barber for like maybe 8 years now, 9 years now. So he's always late. Like that's just what everyone knows him for. He's always late, but he has like 5-star reviews. Like he doesn't have one bad star or one 4-star, just all 5 stars, right? I think maybe he might have one bad star, but that 5-star, that 1-star review says oh yeah, I booked that appointment, but he never showed up. But aside from that, like it's like perfect, right? But then yeah, I was sitting there waiting for a haircut, and I think I waited for maybe like 3 hours, bro. And that's wild. Waiting 3 hours for a haircut that takes like maybe 25-30 minutes is crazy. And he's like, yo Don, how are you so patient, man? I'm like, you know what, bro, I'm just a trader. I said, yeah. He's like, yo, I'm so thankful for you, bro. How you so patient? Like, how you always gonna be waiting for me? Yeah, but no, I had to switch barbers recently. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, chat, because I got tired of waiting. Yeah, it got so bad where sometimes I was trading at the barbershop. Cause I go out like around noon, right? So sometimes the markets are open. I'm like, what does the market show me right now? You never cheat your barber? Is it really cheating if you're leaving them? I've been with them for 9 years though. I got tired of waiting, bro. Like I don't know. That's too long. Like I can't just sit there for 9 hours no more. Maybe back then, sure, but now, you know, I got a busier life nowadays, right? So how do you backtest a strategy? Hold on, we have a 4-hour closer. Let me break this down. Okay, so you have a 4-hour closer. It looks like we did close bearish below this minor range here, slightly below. I wouldn't say like below completely, but like slightly below this range here. So that's cool. Again, waiting for the same thing still. I would prefer if we can get a top wick tapping us into this yellow zone here. That would be amazing. If we can tap into 91.92 before coming down towards 1978, that'll be amazing. I'll look for sells at 91 because now you're expecting, since you close below this support to the left, right, you would assume that you'll get a top wick and then a bearish flip, and it should end up looking something like this, right? If price were to drive down, at least. If it comes down, taps 78 first, then as it comes up and taps 92, 93 or 91, we can't take sells because you already kind of filled the range. So you want to see the push up before getting the push down. So yeah, I'll update you guys on what I do, but that's what I'm looking for next. I'm looking to see if we can tap into 92, 91 levels to take the sells down towards 1982 and then 1977. All right. I'll say 91.029 would be perfect. If it can happen within the first like 10 minutes of the 4-hour close, that'd be amazing. If it can happen like right now on this push up, that would be preferred. Oh, might actually get it. There's volume here. You believe in me? Nah, not like, if you're in buys, stick to your buys, right? Like don't, I'm looking for my positions, but it doesn't mean your positions are invalid. Like you might be seeing something I don't see, or vice versa. So just because I'm looking for sells to those areas, like I'm bullish right now, right? Like, are you swinging? Are you scalping? Like I'm bullish for the weekly. I am expecting to tap the 2020s this week, right? But it's just before the move up, I would preferably like to see the move down to grab liquidity for the move up. So if you're swinging and you misheard me saying I'm looking for sells, I might be looking for a sell to catch 10 pips, whereas you're looking for a buy to catch like a big $1,000 100 pip swing or 1,000 pip swing, right? So It's a different perspective for sure. But we could both be right in a way. Oh man, was that it? If it flips bearish here, that might be the push. You may see a push, but we'll just brace for impact because I can't take much here. We may be closing bullish here, so that's a good sign. Maybe the next 5 can drive up. To the push strat, I can only do it today if we're in a trade. Can we get the push up towards 91 here? Let's find out.
Solutions.
What the hell is this? Fiend. Now you seen Cardi come out to Travis Scott chat? Damn, bro. It's kind of lit. Could just be a bomb. Look at a 4-hour flip here. The thing is, like, even if it is a 4-hour flip chat, like, I can't even take the sells. Like, it's, even though we're expecting it to have 782, I can't. I need to wait for that top wick, right? In order for my analysis to be valid. So if it does flip bearish, we can't just gotta sit here and watch price, unfortunately. GJ, what did they do? Yeah, GJ closed doji on the first 4, looking to push up here. Where's Wix? He's right here. Hold on. Oh fuck, I forgot. Yo, I forgot you streamed yesterday. What it Wix?
What's the deal? What goes on, chat?
What'd you grab yesterday?
50 something. 50 and change.
And we moved 50 pips last night? Oh yeah, we did. Push down. I think Huss had sells over the weekend. He's hoping that push would be down. He held sells over the weekend.
Nice.
I'll be back in a second.
What was
what
was the swaps there?
I don't know, but sells, right? So I'm assuming it was like positive swaps.
Yeah. Plus, how much did you make over the weekend on swaps? Are you here? Oh, yeah, I don't think he's here. Yeah, it's been a while since we've done a shameless Asian plug chat. But show up today. It's not a private session, so today everybody can get a runner. Yesterday was just a private session. Yeah, no, I know he got swaps. I just want to know what the swaps were. Yeah, today everybody is 150 in swaps. What does that mean? Find hard to see your Asian stream. You don't see it from yesterday. It only shows up after the stream is over. Monday through Thursday, it's public. Sunday session is private, and then I make it public after the stream. 115 swaps. Yeah, but how many pips was that? I don't know what he trades. Jack, Don owes you an account. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Honestly, he said I'd give you an account, but he never said I'd give you the big one, right? He said I'll give you my account if somebody can say when I lost. You're gonna end up with $1,000 here, Jack. Wix, do you play games on your PC? I play Minesweeper. Minesweeper and sometimes Solitaire. Wix is old as fuck. Look, age is just a state of mind, all right? Some of y'all like 20 and be old as fuck. Walks his NFT fish. Tell that to my knees. Yeah, unless you got arthritis, where you can feel old age, it's just a state of mind. Abiro height boyo. You need signals, go to controllerfx.com.
Fuck. I fucked my arm up yesterday.
Hockey?
Yeah, bro. I did a little spin and I lost my edge.
Oh, you fell, right?
Lost
Yeah,
my
there's no
edge.
checks.
Then I took a shot. Just fell awkwardly.
Would you do a spinorama?
Yeah, I did spinorama and then I just fell on my edge and then I took a shot and I fell on my arm and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, if you got a really sharp edge on your skates, any turn, if you're like not 100% in control, will swing you.
No,
Or
it
you'll
was
just
dull.
go flying.
It was too dull, so I just lost my edge.
Oh.
Shoulder dislocated? Honestly, my shoulder's probably been dislocated since like grade 10. I haven't done anything about it. It's got popped back, you know?
It's been dislocated ever since you spiked that volleyball
Yeah,
down.
I swear, like volleyball did fuck my arm up. My rotator disc, I think that's what fucked up in grade 10. So, I mean, it's fine. It doesn't like hurt or anything, but
That should look like a tennis serve.
yeah, because you have to hit the ball a certain way. That's just like, can't get throwing your arm out there, and you don't want to throw your arm out there. You want to be in control of your arm. Yeah, I know. coffee, man. Any good submissions for logos? Not yet. I haven't looked through all of them, but we're still. I mean, yeah, not yet. No, we'll figure it out. There'll be a winner. The winner might not be used as a logo though. That's the thing, right? It's like we might have a winner, but that might not be the logo. But we'll still have a winner if there's nothing like, you know.
Based on the skills people have that I know about, I think Spectral is taking this one.
I don't think Spectral sounds a logo. I think he asked. Oh yeah, I gotta reply to you, Spectral. Still, my bad, bro.
Spectral did the emotes.
Yeah, I have. I still haven't uploaded them myself. I was looking at them yesterday actually, and I was like, wait, I forgot all about these emotes.
But he's good. Those emotes are fire.
Our coffee, man.
How many have you had?
One espresso, but so tired from hockey yesterday. I don't know why. I didn't even skate that hard, and we got smoked.
You lost.
Yeah, bro. We're 0-7 for the season. We're doing worse than the Sharks.
0-7.
Yep, my team's good. Not good enough.
Man, y'all need to play demo.
Well, after yesterday, we had 3 guys that came in that weren't in the league, and we still lost. They're like guys who played hockey for a long period of time, and we still lost. There's 3 of them.
You guys need to be on demo for the next few months.
Yeah, it's looking rough out there.
But you guys don't practice together? Like, you don't have like your own team practice?
I was busy or something, you know? It's just men's league, so like I don't really see the point of practicing. Like, I don't take it too seriously, but there's some guys
practice
who takes those leagues so seriously. Like they just, it's like, damn, bro, like relax. It's just men's league. Like you're supposed to have a good time. Everyone's out here just.
Nah, I go to the park and play ball. I talk mad shit. Talk mad shit. The only way to make it fun.
I do want to live stream a game, but I feel like I can't. You can't wear a GoPro because it's not the official league rules.
My kids be over there watching like, Dad, why are you giving the guy? Why are you planning to give him buckets? We only have 1 bucket. We talking about practice? Supposed to be the franchise player. We over here talking about practice.
I'm about practice. He is ruining your name. Why? What is he saying about my name? What are you guys doing? Twisting words up again? Chat? It's you guys. I doubt he's saying anything bad about us.
You're 2-2?
Yeah, what do you say about us? I want to know. I doubt it, bro. Green, can you confirm?
Word. Can you send over the transcript, please?
I doubt it, bro. I doubt it. I talked to him a lot. Well, not a lot, but I talked to him quite a bit, so it's all love. I don't think
he's not one of those people that would like badmouth somebody, even I think if he wanted to.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. Pretty
transcript
sure.
Incoming.
You would never hear shit from me though. You would never hear me badmouth anybody.
He's just too nice. So like, really.
Fucking kids. Yo, for real. Down to lover? Yeah, bro, I got all love. There's no hate. Why would I hate people for? There's a lot of money to be shared here, man. There's too much money to be shared in this world.
Chat, he doesn't even curse when he's angry.
For real, I just be... What
Like,
the frick?
It's wild. It's wild. You'll never hear Don just like curse. You could hear a random F word in there.
What the flip? That's a knee slapper.
That's a knee slapper word. He gets angry at somebody. He just be like, "Yo, man, you're in a range. You're ranging." It's like that's as big of an insult as you'll hear from him. Why are you in a range, bro?
When he died at Apex, he said, "Oh, fiddlesticks."
You nincompoop.
That's crazy stuff. Raw, remember the day Don told the chat to shut up?
He didn't even curse. He was like, "Shut up, chat." It wasn't like, "Yo, shut the fuck up." No, shut up, chat.
Why am I in a range? Shit, I don't know why I'm in a range. Why is gold in the range, bro? I got nothing to do with gold, yo. What do you mean? Why I'm in the range?
Why is your life in a range right now?
I don't know, bro. But fucking moving thing. I think I'm moving soon.
About to close outside that range, boy.
I'd be moving soon.
Do you know how many people you're bidding against? Like,
yeah, I don't know how many people I'm bidding against, but it's been
like, is it normal for there to be like 5 or 6 people per like trying to get one apartment or like one
in
condo?
Toronto? Yeah. In Toronto, yeah, there is. Because sometimes like you might be the first, but they might wait for applications to come in. They might wait for you and another guy to kind of see who fit their whatever better. But yeah, man, it's a pain. I never knew moving out this much of a hassle.
No, it's a hassle, bro.
Like finding a crib and then just, you know.
Wait till the actual move.
I would think the actual move is fun though. I don't think I have that many things to move, honestly.
Yeah, but okay, so you're moving into your place right now. That first move out of your first own place, that's gonna be hectic. You're gonna be like, since when I got this much shit? This all mine?
Ain't fun, yo?
I swear, you'll come across shit you never knew you had. Is this a house right now, like where you grew up in, like where, like,
yeah,
that was your childhood house?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
Did you want to move to Miami? Yeah, so I probably won't be moving to Miami. Like I think that plan is to get a house in Toronto before I move to Miami. So probably I'll move to Miami probably about like 2025, I'll say. But I won't be moving there forever. I'll be living there like for a couple months of the year and then coming back to Toronto. But I think Toronto is home for me. For now, we'll see. Maybe I might change that in a couple of years. But everyone I know though is like, yo, I hate Toronto. I want to leave Toronto. But I'm like, yo, I honestly, Toronto's not bad. The winter might be a little cold, but aside from that, you're chilling. Where taxes like in Canada, taxes are fucked.
2025, Don's gonna be hosting a residency in Vegas. Just every morning, show up to a live stadium with Don trading.
Man.
Residency in Vegas is wild.
10 bips. Ah!
Have the stadium go wild.
What do you ever sell at 91 and not resist at 92.5 on 30-minute time frame? I have it off of the 4-hour time frame, off of wick entry areas, which is, well, the thing is, like, I do have my resistance probably where you have it at 92, right? But in terms of wick entries, I have my wick entry areas at 91 for sales. But yeah, resistance could be up here. That's fine. You don't gotta leave it where I leave it. That is a resistance. There's no such thing as right or wrong resistance. It's off of how you judge it, but I'm looking for a wick entry at 91, so that's why I have a level right there. Just off of the 4-hour time frame. That's about it, though. No, I'm not moving to Kensington. You know how packed it is.
Do you enjoy Vancouver more than Miami?
It's different vibes. I don't know. I think Miami is more of like Toronto, feel like more like a Toronto city for me. it's a city lit live, but Vancouver is more chill. Like I'll move to Vancouver if I retire for sure. If I retire one day, I'll go straight to Vancouver.
Yeah.
But no. I think Toronto. I gotta be.
Vancouver was like on the list of the most beautiful cities in the world.
Yeah, Vancouver.
Vancouver, Prague, like all these. Like, just don't like the cold, man.
Vancouver's
like
not bad
waking
though.
up.
Vancouver's not
I
bad.
don't like waking up under 4 covers and being like, nah.
Yeah, it's hard to get out of bed, but like, it's cozy though.
Cozy, yeah, it's cozy, and there's like, you get to like, if you're into like, you know,
Chiffon?
fashion, you get to rock like sweaters and like shirts and long sleeves, right? You get jackets. Like in Miami, you can't do that.
Yeah, but I've seen people wearing hoodies in Miami right now.
Nah.
Like Marcos, I FaceTimed the other day. He's like, he's wearing a hoodie and a whole jacket and pants. And I'm like, is it that hot? Is it that cold? He's like, yeah, it's cold here.
No, we got a cold front. He just showed up, so it's chilly outside, but it's not cold. Cold is like when he hits 70, then it's cold. 65.
No, I do. I don't know Siobhan, but I watch him on YouTube. If that's who you're referring to, he's a local Toronto guy, right? Yeah, no, I watch his Apple unboxing videos. How you know that? He's not that big of a YouTuber.
Not that big is what, like a few 100,000?
Yeah, 300K. I watched him since he had like 10K or something, so I watched him for a minute. And he's getting up there though. Are you targeting a 95% win rate? Yes. That is a target for the next years to come. Obviously, right? I always wondered, people always say risk to reward, good risk to reward or high win rate. I'm like, why not both? What's wrong with doing both?
I think eventually it's possible.
Do both.
Over time of optimizing your strategy and just really, you know, honing in on like just becoming a sniper at your own strategy, right? Getting really good at what you really do. That's what's going to happen eventually.
Like Chad, this year we're on, I think, 85.78. So it's up there this year. But
look, he spent 2 months not taking a loss. You think 3 or 4 months is impossible? I mean, it's just the next evolution, and then the next evolution after that is maybe a half a year of no losses, right?
Yeah, honestly, bro, I'm not gonna lie, Chad.
He almost choked up.
If I heard anybody else say, if I heard somebody, and if I was like on FOREX streams, I heard somebody say, yeah, I haven't taken a loss since August 29, I would think they're lying too. But dead ass, we haven't taken a loss since August 29. Like, I'm not even lying to you guys. Like, watch every stream. Like, literally, haven't taken a loss on the stream since August 29. And then we only had 2 losses since June 22nd. I would think I'm lying too, because it just doesn't sound like legit, you know? It's like, what do you mean you haven't lost? Like, why are you hiding a loss for? Like, what are you doing? But that ass, like, we haven't taken a loss since August 29, and we've only taken 2 losses since June 22nd. Like 6 months, 5 months, 2 losses. Like, that just doesn't sound too achievable, right? Too legit.
If I hear this shit on the live stream without seeing it, I'd be like, all right, next mentor.
Yeah.
Next live stream.
Yeah, just like, doesn't sound legit. And the next thing people are gonna say is, oh, but you had drawdown. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have drawdown. Drawdown is part of my strategy, or not part of my strategy, but part of trading. It's normal. But how many trades have really had drawdown in that streak though? I'll say 4 since like June, probably 4 trades of all the trades since June that had.
There's an overwhelming amount of trades that just go straight into profit.
Yeah, but we do have drawdown though. It's just, it happens, you know. I can't avoid drawdown. Like, it just happens, you know. What I noticed though is that some of our trades though, it's either goes straight into profits, or if it goes in drawdown, it's gonna be a very long drawdown. So maybe we
got a minute left here on the 30.
Oh fuck, this thing's gonna push down, isn't it?
We might. I think we're gonna tap 83 here, or I'm sorry, 81
Yeah.
before doing anything. So can we get that on the next 30? Maybe
Yeah, this one's closing doji too, and it's gonna be NYC open here.
maybe a top wick for the previous 5.
Yeah. Man,
The thing is, we already have a pretty good top wick. We might just come straight down if we close below 85.9 here.
Yeah, 'cause I actually don't think you need that much liquidity to come down towards 82. But I do think you need more liquidity to come down to 71 or 77 though. But 82, it shouldn't be a problem. I don't think so.
82 shouldn't be a problem, and after 82, you're probably looking to tap 1990s before driving further. Like, why didn't we come up to 91 to grab orders there? I have 92.17 actually for sells.
Oh, this 5 opened up. Maybe I get a top wick.
Top wick.
It's a long shot, chat, but if we can tap 91, 92, yeah, we'll be in there, right? But if it doesn't, then it may just drive down for the range here. Because it did close strongly bearish here on his 30. Below his range too. It's kind of just clean traffic. Would you ever go back to your home country to visit? Yeah, I mean, it's Vietnam, of course. It's lit. I haven't been there in like 10 years though. Or no, I haven't been there in like 12 years.
How many times have you gone back?
3. I've gone there. I haven't gone there since I was 10 years old.
You were born there and came here when you were little, or you were born here?
No, I was born here, and I went there when I was 6 for 3 weeks. Then I went there when I was like 12 or 10 for 3 weeks. But yeah.
So you didn't really get to experience it as an adult. You don't know what it would be like to actually go there and go out and like.
I know. I don't know how it is. I gotta go back though. At least once.
Looks what happened another level. Yeah, I'm very well read. So you don't speak the language, huh?
No, I do. I speak the language. I understand it, but only the basic words. Yeah, Vietnam's lit. Wait, where'd your parents come from, Wade? You're a mix, right? Ah, shit. Here comes the 5. Chat, brace. Hold on to your ocean handle here. If you have an ocean handle, grab it and just hold on to it, because
let's install one right here. Let's install one just hanging off the ceiling like it's a bus. Like I'm on a bus.
Oh shit. Hold on. Race. You know Spider-Man, that video, that's how we are right now. Going back to Subway.
Creating tracks in the fucking ground.
This is me on Thursday when I was holding that drawdown trade.
Damn, you know that shit ain't cotton. You thought Toby was a good Spider-Man?
Yeah?
It was terrible.
I liked it. It was just funny.
Yeah, like he's laughing here. Yeah, I can't take Toby's.
I can't. It's copyright. Holding on to the pineapples like Best one, Toby. I like the Andrew too. Yo, brace. Brace. Who here has FOMO? Some guys like, fuck that shit. I'm about to be in position. I don't know what you on. I'm not missing this move. Ain't gonna be me. All right, bro. Take it easy. Hope all is good. Just watching moves casually play out. That's him holding back the subway.
Looks like he's ballroom dancing with the legs crisscrossed.
Can you sell? Why do you think the sell is here? Because I'm waiting for a top wick to tap 91. So like the idea today is that like we're bullish, right? Towards like, overall we're bullish towards like we're expecting the day kind of flip bullish and drive, but it's like 9:30 now. So like, I don't know if there's enough time for us to really flip and drive. But before being bullish, I would like to see liquidity being grabbed. And in this case, it shows you that liquidity could be grabbed at 1977, 1971. So that's why I was looking for sells to come down towards there. But if I'm assuming we're going to come down towards 71, I'll prefer to see more liquidity being grabbed, which in this case would have been 91, right? So I was waiting for sells at 91 to come down towards 77, 71, whereas there's no guarantee of that happening. So it can drop down at any given point, and in this case, it just drove down. So that's completely fine. It's not my move to take, right? I'm only looking for the sells if you were to come up and top 71, just because I would like to see liquidity being grabbed before making that push down. Like I do believe though, like if this is just the liquidity that you have formed, this should be enough for you to drive down towards like 82. It's just I wanted to push from 91 to 77, and if I don't get that, then that's fine. Maybe later on in the session, like at 10 a.m. we can drop down to the 5 and play the 5-minute ranges instead, and we can probably grab something.
I was gonna say the 5 just closed back in range too.
Yeah, bearish, right?
Yeah, so
yeah,
we flip here. We're tapping 82.
Yeah, so I can't do much because there's no guarantee of us coming up for a top wick, right? And there's no guarantee of us coming down to 82, right? So it's just like if I were to get 91, I would assume there's a higher probability for us to drive down towards 82, right? But that's how I'm playing the ranges. It comes down to probability. There's still a chance. There's still hope we can probably do so. Like there's still potential. But yeah, I mean, if you guys are looking for positions right now and it's not my position, that's completely fine. You know, just because I'm not getting in position doesn't mean you can't, right? It's at the end of the day, it's your analysis, and you always want to stick to your analysis and take that over anyone else's analysis, no matter who that person is, your mentor, your guru, doesn't matter, right? Always trust your analysis.
I'm analyzing.
Will you take a 77 bond wick to top? No. I'm looking for 71, if anything, for a swing, but it's far from now, right? Might not even form it today. I'm assuming though NYC should move here, like the first, like maybe in like 3 minutes here, in about 41, you should get a push. I don't think you're gonna sit here though. It's been decently moving. It just has to pick a direction. No, I do 101. There's a lot of people for 101. I do a free live stream though.
Get your best 5, we get our best 5.
5v5. Dawn or Wix? Why Dawn don't trade on TradingView like Wix? What's the difference? No, same shit. I have the position on my TradingView and I have the position on the MT5. Same thing. Same position. It's just
I don't trade on
a different visual.
I don't trade on TradingView.
Yeah, he trades on MT5.
I trade on MT5. Straight unzi.
But we have TradingView on as well, just to show, like, because some people like the way it looks better. So just to visually see the risk to reward tool and everything a bit clearer than just MT5. That's about it though.
Don't know about fuck Wix.
That's right, 199.
You gonna take that? That's blood money. You gonna take that 199?
I don't know. This coffee looking sweet right now. Not gonna lie.
You gonna take that? You gonna accept it or what?
Starving right now, bro.
See how it is. I see how it is. Trade me in for some coffee. All right. All right.
Yo, it's actually not 199. If you convert that to Canadian, that's like at least 250.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Then it's worth it. You're right.
250, bro. Come on.
250 is worth it.
So we're just grabbed today. Love the discipline in sessions like today. Yes. We have to, right? It's the only way for us to win. If we're not disciplined, how are we gonna win? How do you expect to make it as a trader if you're not disciplined, right? So yeah, it's very key. And if you're still learning about discipline and you have some discipline you gotta work towards, you can watch live examples on this stream of us being disciplined. No, I didn't watch the new roundtable, nah. But wait, are you Umar? No, you're not Umar. You're not the Umar that I think you are, right? That's a different one. Nah, it's different. It's different. Yeah, no, it's different. Yeah, no, I didn't watch the roundtable. No, I haven't watched a lot of FOREX podcasts, but I will be on the podcast in December though. I have a podcast in January that I'm doing with Riz and should come out Q1 sometime.
Coming to Canada?
Yeah.
Take him to Brampton?
No, I'm not gonna take him to Brampton.
Make him walk home.
Umar. Take Riz to Jane and Finch.
Yeah.
Take him to the hood. But down to McDonald's, damn, you guys know all the spots.
You ain't safe nowhere, bro.
Is Elvis in the meeting? Ooh, this 15. It's closing in 3 minutes. The 15 might close bullish. I mean, the 4 could still form a bottom wick, right? Or a top wick. We gotta move here though. I'm assuming it's gonna move like in about right
now.
Yeah, right now. Right here. You're gonna see some volume here, chat. Jerome Powell just called me. He said, yeah, expect some movements coming in right now as we speak at 9:43. Should see a pretty big spike here. The biggest push since the NY Open. How do I turn my stop loss? I use ranges. So like if it can line up with like a daily resistance or a daily high or 4-hour high, that'd be perfect. But for instance, like if I was getting sales today at 91, I'll have my stop loss above 2005, like right there probably, because if you break that high, you're breaking all the structure and therefore that trade's invalid. By any given point in this range here, it can still reject, right? Because you're still below the structure point. So in this case today, yeah, I'll use a stop this high, but it might be different. Each day is different. Each trade is different, but usually above previous zones. You could also be a bit more aggressive and use like this stop over here, but the thing about this is that like you can still break the high and still come down, and this could still happen, right? Because you're still respecting the overall zones. So at least you know that if you have a stop above 2005, at least worst case, if it doesn't dip down from here, it'll dip down from these areas because there's no top wicks here, and if you come up, that'll be your liquidity grab zone to drop down, right? So it comes down to a couple things as well. But it's not as simple as like putting it above a previous kind of high or low, right? It's just usually above zones, and you kind of have to analyze the stop loss level as well. Like, why does it make sense to be there? What could happen on the way up there? Those are the questions that I kind of ask myself when I'm looking for my stops. Sometimes it might be wider, sometimes it might be a little less, right? But it's up to the markets to decide that. Bro, I'm hungry, bro. My God, you at 350 right now. What can I buy?
What can I buy with £1.99?
Chow, do you guys snack during the morning stream? Like, what do you guys do during the morning analysis and morning stream when you're waiting for when you're just on here waiting for pips
or a signal?
Yeah.
I got these cheeseburgers, man.
Drink coffee. I fast till 1. Honestly, yeah, bro. At this point, like, I just be eating at 1 as well. Like, I've every time I stream, I usually eat like late in the day, so I don't eat until 12 or 1. Sometimes 3 or 4, and it's very unhealthy. But I gotta fix that. Tea time. Tea time. Tea time. Tea time. You see a real cop center?
Yeah, it's wild.
This is a real one though. I didn't think he would do this.
Well, I knew he would do that. I knew he was gonna reply to you.
Yeah, he didn't reply to me. He just posted a whole video. I'm like, oh damn.
Yeah.
W. Yo, yesterday we went to eat late, right? I come back to the parking lot and I'm like, hold on.
You parked by yourself?
No. I parked by myself and there was 3. I come back out. I'm like, wait, it's an M4. And I was like, holy shit, it's a sick ass M4. I started looking at it. Funny. It's like I have an R8, right? But I'm like I love M4s, bro. That's my previous car, right? Like, yo, it's an M4. I'm like, wait.
It was like, wow.
So I took a photo of my M4 like this. I'm like, of an M4 and the R8. I'm like, nice. Next thing you know, it's to my right. Holy shit, it's an M3. I moved back in front. I took a picture of that. And I'm like, wait, it's an RS5. It's RS5 next to the M4 as well. And I was like, damn, bro, these guys just straight up just parked next to my car.
Sandwiched you.
It was empty. The whole park. You see the parking lot? It was all empty.
I know, it always happens. Always happens.
That was sick though. Moving sucks? Damn, bro, you late to the stream. How delayed is your stream? What you mean moving sucks?
Dom pulls up on an R8, walks over to the guy in the BMW, and he's like, wow, dude, what kind of car is that? That's crazy.
Yo, I be my
Can I
R8
take a
sometimes.
picture with it?
No, I be my R8. I see like a built like sometimes I see even like a sometimes I see like for instance, what did I see? Like an M3 or M4. I'm like, holy shit, it's an M3 M4, and I just had the car. I'm like, I still get amazed by them. I definitely had more fun in my M4 though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I definitely had a lot more fun in my M4. I enjoyed the M4 a lot more. Yeah, bro.
Because it's fun arguing with people about switching into their lane, right? Because with the
you
ain't got to argue with nobody. You start turning signal, boom, clear road. It's like they put a red carpet out for you, or, you know.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead, guy. You have a nice car. We want to be behind you. On a Beamer, it's like, you ain't getting in here. You show a turning signal, that's it. No one's letting you in nowhere.
Like I really enjoyed it. Like I don't really enjoy the R8 and even the sport mode. Like sport mode, it's fun, but it's like I just need to tune it. I feel like I just need to tune it. Once I tune the R8 to a twin turbo, it's over, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. But the thing is, like, I need to get a second car before I tune it, because if I ship that car off, it's gonna take months to really be done. That's kind of what I'm waiting for right now, just to get my crib and then get my second car, daily driver, and then I should be set. Hopefully before the year ends. But my second car is gonna be like a Tesla or some shit. It'll be like a Model 3 or something. Just something light, just
P1.
chill. Maybe a Model Y actually. I like Teslas, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Ever since I've seen Alex Choi's Tesla, I'm like, yo, I can mod a Tesla. I can build a Tesla. Yeah, have you seen Alex Choi go to a Tesla car meet?
Have you seen will.i.am's Tesla?
will.i.am's? No, I didn't see it. Fuck no.
No.
Oh, volume. Okay. Hey. Can we get volume here, man? Can we see a push up? The Cybertruck. Damn. I've never driven a truck before, but every time I see a Ram 150, bro, they're always trying to cut me off, or like they're just like right behind my car. They're just, man, they're always doing the most. F-150s and Ram Fords. The 5 counts are moving. Yeah, it's moving crazy, but it's moving in the same range. That's the problem.
Same spot.
It's like moving up and back down, up, back up, down, right? It's been one nasty range, but at least it's volume, and we may break out soon. The good thing about this, and like if it's in a range like this, like it's so easily to get confused if you're not like experienced with your strategy, right? But like since we've been trading for so long now, right, it's like we're not distracted by these micro movements. We understand that volume will pick up. We understand that you will get your subs, and you will get a clear direction on price, right? Because we have a plan set. We have a plan to take sales at 70, 91 for a reason. Because if it comes up there, you're gonna see volume for one, right? You're gonna see a 1 count coming up, tapping those highs, and then that's your wick entry to come down. But until that actually happens, there's not much we can really do, and hence why we're not really distracted by these minor pulls here, right? It's cool to watch them, sure, but it's like we're still nowhere near our entry points, right? So that's why, you know, we do a better job of just like ignoring the noise, right?
Today's been a horrible day. Price been doing nothing on a lot of pairs, and no, it's a horrible day based on your actions. Can't be a horrible day based on somebody else's actions, right? You can't base your feelings based on what something else out of your control is doing, right? It's a horrible day if you had a plan and didn't stick to it and you fucked up.
Even
you're sticking to the plan so far, right? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go. I was gonna add on one sentence, but I was gonna say, even if you do win, or if you do lose, as long as you stuck to your plan, you won.
Yeah, like you can't. The only emotions of success or failure, the only time they should be coming out is based on your own actions, because like otherwise, you're gonna get really upset based on what other people are doing. It's just why care about things that are out of your control? You know, take care of you, and everything else will take care of itself.
Yeah.
Do your part. Do your job. You do your job, everything else will line up.
You can only blame yourself as well. Yeah, following your plan is the number one thing doing trading, though. A lot of traders don't understand that. Even if you followed your plan, you lost today, I would take a losing day following my plan versus a winning day not following my plan. I mean, give me the win, I ain't tripping. Nah, but for real, it's just because like long term, you know how it's gonna end off, right? It's just you follow your you build bad habits. It's gonna catch up on you later on. Anyways, it might be good today, you might be celebrating today, but long term, you're just building bad habits, right? You don't want to follow bad habits. You want to build good habits and follow only good habits, because that's more sustainable, right? Place and destroy Lonely Dawn. If looks don't kill. That's funny. Yo, did you hear the chat? The set list on Friday was crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. The Friday set list, you know how long I went on for? So look, I ended stream at on Friday at 10:36. Yeah, from 4:07 to 4:09, we were bumping. Like we were like, we were going crazy. I think if you're still training for a day, make sure you have a stop loss.
This shit, I still believe.
Rap critics say
Oh, he brought it back.
Cause she knows she bad.
Chill. Fucking.
Yeah, bro.
You play lollipop?
I'm at me, I'm at door.
No,
What I mean is, if he do you bad.
such what I did.
Fuck these niggas
I
ain't.
even played Fiend. Man, it was lit. It was lit. Friday was actually really lit. It was a good ending to the week. We caught a trade, right? Did we catch a trade? Yeah, we caught that trade on Friday, and then we had a good outro, and the week was good. And the weekend was lit too. Some decent simulations. Or not simulation. Yo, that was the first time, bro, that I did a stream without doing a simulation or a stream where I took live trades, and it felt so free. I didn't have to trade, just had to sit there and answer questions, and I'm probably gonna do it more often because it was pretty chill. I've never done one of those. I'm surprised I never have. I never thought about doing one of those until someone mentioned it. It's like, yo, you should do more
I know why.
webinars.
You're on your way to that 100K, and this is more content.
I gotta push.
We'll push. Yeah, it's a good idea. On my way to 100K. I don't really care for your 100K. I just want to see the next congratulations video. Controller FX. Remember us? Congratulations. Shit. Kissed your picture? That's wild. That was my first stream with Don.
Oh, bro, I scraped my car so bad over the weekend. I actually cried. You seen the video of me showing my girl how to drive?
Yeah.
And everyone was like,
it's all right. You ain't even have to pay for my prayer. I said 2 prayers before the video was up.
yeah, I seen that video chat. Shake it, warrior.
I was like, dear FOREX baby Jesus, please let that car be okay in the next video post that he posts.
Nah, a good driver though. She drove my M4 before. She's like, yo, can I drive the R8? Not even. She's like, can I drive? I'm like, first, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I mean, why not?
Did you tell everyone to get off the sidewalk when?
No, it was an empty parking lot. But I'm like, yo, what's the worst that can, like, honestly, you know, I think, honestly, I don't know. I think people were triggered though. People were like, yo, Don, how you do that? I'm like, man, it's just a car at the end of the day. It's just, you know, like insurance got it, you know?
You ever be in your car on the sidewalk waiting for the walk, don't walk signal?
Walk, don't walk?
Well, that's what happens when you're on the sidewalk.
Wade goes, she was whipping that mother.
I like when she went, wait, is that one gas or brake?
Left or right?
I was like, oh man. I know your heart went like, what?
I just trolling.
You got a sense of humor. She said, I'm just kidding.
It's just 100 pips. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, at the end of the day, it's just a car, right? At the end of the day, it's just materialism. Like, you know, they come, they go. At the end of the day, it's the quality time spent that really matters, right? The experience that really matters. The heart rate that day, that's what really matters, right, chat?
Did she get to drive the Beamer?
Yeah, she did. But the Beamer is harder to drive though. The Beamer, the the wheel is a lot stiffer. The R8 feels very smooth. It feels like a toy. Like, you know how you go on you get those wheels from Best Buy and you play on your PS5, like those G-Force wheels, the Gina 29. Yeah, that's what it feels like. The R8. It's so smooth, but like you can actually drive a Pinky. But on the M4, you drive a Pinky, your Pinky's gonna snap. It's very stiff. But I prefer the stiff over the audio.
More sporty. It's like
yeah,
stable
it just feels,
on the road.
A Porsche probably sounds the same, right?
Yeah, but at high speeds, it just feels more stable on the Beamer, like with the steering wheel
Yeah,
stiffer.
it's more stiff. Yeah, but I miss the Beamer though. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Mercy, mercy me, that mercy I lie, go.
Oh.
Beamer hugs the road well. Yeah, there's a couple things I missed from the Beamer. Like one, I mean, not that really matters, but they had some during the winter. They had the steering wheel heater, so it heats up the steering wheel. What else they had? They had blind spot, like your steering wheel shakes when someone's come through your blind spot and you put your signal on. When you're like kind of merging off the lane a little bit, it rumbles your wheel as well. So those are some cool features that the R8 doesn't have for some reason. Sometimes, chat, I forget that sometimes I forget that I already reviewed the car. I just kind of forgot because I kept it in for like a month.
Right now.
M3, yeah, M3 is hard. M3 is sick. I love the M3, F80.
You like the Senna more than Aventador?
No. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, but I wouldn't drive it. Like, I wouldn't drive it.
It's a better car, but I think the Aventador looks wise. Just
the Senna's a Senna. It's just a different league. It's like it's like you put it in that Bugatti league, But, bro, yeah, no, I don't think I'm on my way to get a Senna at least yet. Like the vision is to get the SVJ next, and then we'll figure out the rest later. See what I love by then, but.
The R8 hearing him talk about his ex.
Oh, new 1 hour candle. Oh shit. You know what, chat? There's still hope here, guys. There's still hope because you could still. Okay, look. So you haven't filled this range yet, right? Like you see how we kind of came down here. You haven't tapped into this range just yet. So there's still a possibility that yes, you could still break the highs, tap 91 and flip bearish because you have a bearish closure here. But if you come down, you flip bearish and you fill the range at like 1982, then I'm gonna call it a day, I think, because if you were to come down, tap 1982, we can't really take sells at 91 just because you already filled that range. So as you come up, right, as you come up later on after tapping 82, it's gonna look something like this. And taking a wick entry there is very tough because you already grab liquidity to a downside, which is this to drive up, right? So you do want to see this candle come up here without tapping 82 towards 91, and then that's your sells. But if it does come down within this hour, then that's it for me today. And then we'll move on to tomorrow, But yeah, I can see your messages, bro, Solomon. But yeah, man, that's kind of what I got going on here. I think there's some potential here still. It's a long shot for sure, right? But long shots could still happen. They're called long shots for a reason. But yeah, once you tap 82, that's it. Like, I mean, the thing about 82 is that it could still continue to drive down, right? But again, I can't take sells until we get liquidity. Like, it can still do this for all I know and make its way down towards 77, but I won't be interested. I'm only interested in, I think, sells from here. But if you see something later on that you like, like in terms of maybe closures below 82 or something, you can probably take those positions as well. It's all fine, but again, I prefer just a top wick. Ooh, there's a lease game today.
Ooh, Leafs game, another OT loss.
Holy, bro, they're so bad. They're actually so bad this year. I don't know why. Like, John Klingberg, I don't know if you guys watch, but that guy's, you gotta trade him or something. We paid 4.5 mil for a defenseman just to not do anything. Just stand like a pylon.
Actually, that's only since he got there. Since he got to Toronto.
Yeah, he was fine beforehand, but I don't know. Maybe the chemistry isn't there. But I don't know why he's on the power play line. The first line, there should be Riley.
I really had Toronto at the top of the East this year. I thought they were going to be there. Especially the way they started out. First 2-3 games.
I mean, Matthews do put in
Scoring
work, though.
machines.
He got a hat trick again. Third hat trick of the season in 11 games, bro. That's insane. What's the most hat tricks in this season? Our goalie, our goalie's Gretzky has his own record, right? Wait, 10 hat tricks? You know what, bro? Matthews might be able to get 10 hat tricks this season. He has
5
3.
or 6 already.
You know what? Maybe it's possible.
How many did Ovi have in this single season?
Ovi? Honestly,
Lemieux, Bossy.
let's see.
Lemieux. Oh, he's not even anywhere on the top 50.
Hey, Ovechkin has 4, yeah. So Matt is 4, yeah. The current like generation is 4.
The amount of goals, he's less than 100 goals, right, away from beating Gretzky's record.
Yeah.